Rokugan, a land of spirits, of fortunes, and of samurai, a place of honor, duty, and war, where 7 great clans vie eternally for the favor of the Emperor, where a whispered word can be as deadly as a single strike, and one misstep the difference between life and death. But while clans battle in the high halls of the Emperor and on the fields of the Emerald Empire, a growing darkness gnaws at the borders. Here, the foul legions of the corrupted Kami Fu Lang seek to break through and destroy all that is righteous and good. And yet the darkness beyond the borders is not the only threat to Rokugan. Political tensions amongst the great clans threaten to grow monthly, meaning that war is surely on the horizon. It is a time of sacrifice, of great heroes, of small stories of bravery that will forever go untold. It is a time of thunder.
Oh, I transitioned a little too early. It's I Stand by Adrian von Ziegler, by the way, for whoever was asking. And hello, everyone, and welcome to today's episode of Steel Blossom Moon, our 5th edition Legend of the Five Rings campaign, with these amazing human beings all around me. So to start, hi, my name is Thruck. I'm your storyteller and co-founder here at Welcome to the Party, and I am incredibly excited to be playing with you all today and with all the amazing people in chat. So I have a few announcements always at the beginning. First of all, check out our Discord. It's an amazing, awesome, wonderful, supportive place where you can talk about gaming, video games, TV, all sorts of stuff, and a really weirdly sex-positive, not safe for work channel, and it's pretty great, actually. Yeah, I don't know why I always bring that one up, but it is very surprising to me. It's not really, yeah, it's good, I don't know. What else? I don't know, it's early, guys, and I've had like one giant cup of coffee and that's it. I'll be great. But yeah, okay. So, sponsors, thank you so much to Devon Rue, Tabletop Loot, and our official merch sponsor, So Nerdware. So Nerdware is an amazing purveyor of all sorts of geeky goodness. There, you can find awesome WTTP shirts, including, I think it comes out this week, our new Welcome to the Party t-shirt that says, "Welcome to the party, we yeet joy." Because we do. It's true. We just chuck it at people. It's how we roll. Yeah, it's what we enjoy. And of course, if you use the code WELCOME there, you will get 10% off your next purchase. And Soul, who runs Soul Bear RPG, also has an amazing merch store. And if you use Soul Bear RPG, you can get 10% off all Soul Bear?
Soul Bear.
Yes. And if you use Soul Bear, you can get 10% off their stuff there too, so check that out. And last but not least, check out the Patreon. It is one of the 2 best ways to support the channel. The Patreon allows us to do things like pay for Roll20 for all of our DMs, pay for the Zoom chat we're using, pay for music and all that sort of stuff that we use to produce our shows. And once we hit the next funding goal, we want to turn ourselves into the PBS for RPGs. And what that means is we want to underwrite amazing artists. I always say that, writers and artists and makers across the RPG space, and give them a place to show off their stuff. So help us make that happen by giving a buck or 2 over there, or you can subscribe here. If you subscribe here at the $5 level or give 500 bits, you give someone a free ring die on any roll of their choice. If you give 1,000 bits or a $10 subscription, you give them a free reroll. Yes, indeed. I couldn't think of anything better. That seems fair, right? Yeah?
Please subscribe.
Yeah, like and subscribe, like you say on everything. But with that, let's go around and say hi to the team. We will start with Soul because his mouth is full of coffee.
My mouth was filled with Tim Hortons liquid. What was? Oh yeah, hi. My name's Solomon or Quinn. or Soul Bear. I am the soul in Soul Bear. And you can find me over there on Fridays and on every other Mondays. And I will be playing Moto Muno Kahoi. I'm playing Moto. He is
Moto
a
Muanakoi. I think you should change your name to something you can pronounce.
Yeah, I know. It just sounded it read really cool. I just can't pronounce it. Yeah. I'll put it through one of those pronouncing generators later, so I know exactly how to say it. But I should just put like Moto Khan, but that's worse. Anyway, I am playing a clan unicorn Moto Conqueror, and I am very excited to continue my adventures in Rakugan and throughout this world of intrigue, backstabbing, and samurai swordplay. So, yes, I may have watched Seven Samurai over the week.
Nice! So good! So good! Okay.
Best one.
Yep. Meech!
Hi, I am Michi. You can find me on Twitter at Michisaurus. Today I'm going to be playing Kaito Rei, who is a mystic archer from the Phoenix clan.
Indeed. You are, what's the school? It's the Kaido... I blanked on it. Something Keeper School. Something Keeper.
Kaido's Shrine
Keeper. That's right. Magical archers. Rain.
I am Rain Hayes, and I will be playing Soshi Kuriyuki, who is a member of the Scorpion clan and is kind of a shitty little shit.
Yeah, and we love her for that. I forgot to put I updated the overlay with pronouns for everyone's characters, and I forgot to put it on here because I'm terrible. So Rain is playing a her, and I just need to keep that in my brain. And last but not least, Lily.
Hi everybody. I am Lily. Lilypad Nebula around all the places. I'm excited to be back after a break from last week, and I'm going to be playing Doji Sayaka, who is the current Topaz champion.
Indeed. And is a Doji Courtier school, correct?
Correct. Yes, Doji Courtier.
Yeah. And the Scorpion, I think you can guess what, because Rain, I don't think you said, but there's going to be a reveal at the beginning of game today that I think will be fun. So we'll do that instead. The last thing I wanted to say before we get started, and I know this is a lot of preamble, thank you all for sticking with us, is we are nearing 500 downloads on the podcast for this game. As you may or may not know, we record this into a podcast as well, and both halves of the episode get turned into a single podcast for easier online consumption, and it has been rocking. If you are listening to us there as well, thank you. That's awesome for double consuming our stuff. Essentially what you get is a cut down and edited, like we take out some of the intense rules chatter and leave like the actual rule piece in and stuff like that. So no half works in this. That is correct. And hey, Thimbraeus, welcome to the chat today. And I just wanted to thank you all so much for the amazing support we've seen for the podcast version of this. If you want a cleaned up audio with a shorter consumption time per episode, but has a lag from the live, but it also has a soundtrack, which is why you don't hear one here, is because we lay one in over the podcast. It'd be weird to cut it and stuff. Check it out. Podbean.com/welcomepartyrpg. And yeah, congratulations to the U.S. national women's team on winning the World Cup. Woo! With that, who wants to tell us what happened last week on Steel Blossom Moon?
Yo, shit went down. After the party that we all went through, we figured out that we all passed our what's the official name of it?
Genpuku.
The Genpuku, and we all became true samurai of the Rakugani Empire, the Emerald Empire. And but before that, we learned that Soshi is a little sketchy. Some Scorpion clan stuff went down. One of the contestants got just flat out drugged from something and died. and we chased them, and combat was had. Your Unicorn Clan boy was super dope with his scimitar dual wielding ways and flung sand in the face and ended him with the help of the Unicorn Clan, with Doji and Ray, and we took him down, came back, and somebody then came up to us after we completed our trials and said, "Hey, you did really well. Would you guys like to join the Emperor's kind of police force?" Is the best way to describe it? Right?
The Emerald Magistrates. That's correct.
Emerald Magistrates, yeah. And said, "Hey, will you join us? Please follow us to the town of," and it's been 2 weeks. I'm sorry, I'm blanking on the names.
Yeah, you're fine. Yeah,
Okay,
the Castle of the Emerald Champion.
the Castle of the Emerald Champion. That is probably the easiest one to remember. Please come to the Castle of the Emerald Champion if you would all like to join and become Emerald Magistrates. And all of us were like, we're down. And so
Down to clown.
we're down. And so we are now leaving the town of
Suma.
Gotcha.
You got me.
Yeah, got the map. That helped.
Yeah.
And we're unless we have anything that we need to take care of here, I believe we are already heading on the way to the road down. Actually, Moto would like to do something.
All right, let me do a quick preamble to get every to round the edges off the circle of the story you just told us.
Thank you. I tried my best.
Over the course of the last few days, our party has been engaged in the Topaz Championship, the most prestigious coming-of-age ceremony in the Emerald Empire. They found out during this time that a young samurai from the Mantis clan named Hitoshi was very likely the son of the most famous duelist in the Empire, Kikita Toshimoko, also known as the Great Crane. They've decided to keep this information to themselves, but also thwarted a plan by the runner-up of last year's Topaz Championship, a scorpion with a chip on his shoulder, to ruin both the championship and Hitoshi's prospects for graduating. And it ended in a deadly combat, as Ronin, controlled by this member of the Scorpion clan, confronted the party on the docks of Suma, where the party came out on top, capturing this scorpion and bringing him back to Kikita Toshimoko for justice. Throughout the course of the Topaz Championship, Doji Sayaka rose to the top and became the Emerald Champion. Or, I'm sorry, not the Emerald Champion, and became the Topaz Champion.
I mean, I'll take it.
Yeah. And became the Topaz Champion, a position held for 1 year that is meant to uphold the highest tenets of young samurai within the Empire. Our party, after the final coming-of-age ceremony, was greeted by... Notes. I just blanked on her name, and I just had it. Damn it. I have it right here. I have it. What? Agasha, what's her pants? Agasha Sumiko, that's right. After the final coming-of-age ceremony, our party was greeted by Agasha Sumiko, the acting Emerald Champion. The recent Emerald Champion, Doji Satsume, had died, and in fact his ghost had visited the party and asked them to help Hitoshi reach his Genpuku, which they had. So now, Agasha Sumiko, being impressed by their work at the Topaz Championship to stop this plot, has invited the party to become Emerald Magistrates in training by traveling from Suma to the Castle of the Emerald Champion. It's an 8-day journey that we'll be covering on today's episode of Steel Blossom Moon. I improvised all that. That was pretty okay, I think. Yeah, that kind of, okay. Yeah, I didn't write anything today because I got super busy. So was that useful?
Yeah, that was way good. That was
Dragon Ball Z.
Yeah.
Last
Well
time
done,
on
sir.
Dragon Ball Z. All right, so 2 options. We didn't actually decide in pre-chat if we were going to leave and start on the road, or if we had any scenes we wanted to play out in Suma first. So, is there anything you all wanted to accomplish in Suma before you hit the road?
I'm good, at least. I think I'm not sure if anybody else said anything.
Moto Patar would like to find adequate transportation through horses to see if he is able to attain something.
Are you talking about Moto Bapire, the other unicorn contestant, or are you talking about you, Motomu and Akoi? I'm confused at the request.
Both?
Okay, so you want to go with your unicorn brother, Moto Bapire, to grab something?
Well, I mean, for our party.
You want him to come with you?
You know what? Never mind. No, I don't
Okay.
want him. He can do his own thing.
Okay. That's fair.
We're good.
All right.
He wasn't invited to the magistrate party.
Yeah.
Yeah,
so
I know.
Yeah, he was not invited.
It's a 6-day journey, so I figured we could find some horses to get there quicker.
There are not horses available for you. Most samurai walk most of the time, in fact. Except for you, unicorn type.
Yeah. Okay. And I
Anything
will
else?
get on my horse.
Look at my horse. Anything else that we would like to accomplish in Suma, or shall we hit the road?
I think we're good.
All right. It is a gorgeous spring day here in the Emerald Empire. You are in the kind of middle Crane Lands, which is a very hilly sort of area with dotted trees here and there, and a number of rice paddies, specifically as you head north from Suma to the Castle of the Emerald Champion on the right-hand side of the road, where you're getting closer down into the flats that lead to the ocean. You know along the way you're going to be passing the imperial capital, Odo-san Uchi, and one of the most important Lion Clan holdings, Loyalty Castle. But it's an 8-day journey, and you begin to set off. After the first few hours on the road, it's you come upon some obstructions in the road. There's some construction going on up ahead, and you see two members wearing the Atomo family crest, and one of them will walk up to you and go, "Excuse me, samurai. We are working on the Imperial Road, and we must ask that no one step upon it from this point forward until it is back to the Emperor's standard of quality. We hope you understand."
How long is this going to take?
We will be working on this stretch of road for the next 4 days, but there is a path around. Actually, a cart just went up that way about an hour ago. There's a smaller path around if you go back about a mile. It may add extra time to your journey, though. I know not where you travel.
We're on our way over to Castle Shuroyagasha.
Yeah. Oh,
We're going.
Yes.
We're to become Emerald Magistrates. Hopefully, you understand that we have to go through this road.
I am
quality
sorry.
of the road does not matter.
I am sorry, Moto-san, but it is the Emperor's orders himself that no one travel upon his roads while they are being worked upon. It should not add additional time, though I do congratulate you upon being chosen to become Emerald Magistrates in the future.
Emperor Trump's Emerald Champion. Crap.
Dope ass champion.
The subtext to that is he's saying you're not Emerald Champions yet, and he has an order from, on high. So, but you can attempt. You can attempt to convince him if you so choose.
I want to incite the motherfucker first.
So that'd be sincerity air.
Sincerity air.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's probably under social or
Yeah.
Sentiment.
Sentiment. Yeah, sincerity. I always do that. Sentiment air. It's sentiment.
It's under scholar.
Yeah.
Hey, guess what, yo? Somebody who has this skill probably should have done that.
You got a success.
Yeah.
And a strife.
Oh, look at that. Okay.
Is that strife frustration? Is that what that is? Are you a little frustrated?
Yeah.
Okay. No, I can see that.
He'll be clinging on to the hilt of his scimitar.
Okay.
And like looking him up and down.
The Atomo will put his hand on his weapon as well, which is a katana, and go, I understand. And what you get is he's not lying to you. He does think it's a little funny that you, young samurai, have come up to him and said, we're going to be Emerald Magistrates. You should let us through this road. And he does not seem to enjoy you telling him to do that. And so he has put his hand on his hilt as well and says, I understand your rush, Moto-san. However, I must fulfill my duty. And if you feel that my duty interferes with yours, looking at the handle of your weapon, there is one way to sort this out.
Okay, I think it's... If it will not make our journey take any more time, and it will just be a short detour, I think it'll be okay if we take the path around. No one needs to sort out any disputes of honor right now. We just started on our journey to the Emerald Champion's castle. It would be bad if we were to tell her that we got in a fight on the way there.
And killed a member of the Imperial family. I mean,
there's like 1,100 of them.
I know, there's like 1,100 of them. He's not like a brother of the Emperor, but he's an Otomo, so he's a member of the Imperial family. Yeah.
Right.
Oh, the Imperial clan, right? And the same way that you're part of the Crane clan.
A little murder between friends, really.
Doji, or Sayaka will look at the construction foreman or whatever he is.
Yeah.
And just say, thank you for letting us know and fulfilling your duty to the Emperor. We will take the path. Could you point us in the direction of it?
Yes, if you go back just about a mile, Doji-san, you will find a Y in the road that will take you north of here. West of here, and kind of loop around this part of the construction.
Understood. Thank you so much.
Of course. And he is staring daggers at you, Mua Nakoi.
Did I fuck that up?
You put your hand on your sword.
He'll say over to this. Did I mess that?
No, it perhaps in the future you may want to take a bit more caution on misdirected threats against a member of the royal family. But nothing happened. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine.
He didn't look like royalty. I'm just saying. He looked like a road worker.
Don't scroll by its cover and whatnot.
Okay. Don't judge a scroll by its cover. Understood.
Oh no, books are a thing. I can say books.
Yeah, you can say books. Books are a thing. Although I do like don't judge a scroll by its cover. I do like that.
Don't judge a scroll by its cover.
Yeah. Okay, so backtracking about a mile, and you find the fork in the road. There's a bit of a copse of trees there as well, kind of, that grows out of this fork. And so as you turn around it and begin moving up, it's actually moving uphill a bit as well, because you're now moving a little bit more west into a bit more hilly territory. You cross over a large river and start to pass a bit of a forest on your left-hand side as you begin walking, and up ahead there's a smudge of dust just over the hill that appears to be from a cart. It looks to be going relatively slow, and should you want to catch up to it, you're able to.
The cart's just going slow, or is it like
it's just going at like a walking pace? Yeah.
Oh, okay. For some reason I thought smudge meant like smudge,
it's a smudge of dust, right? Like a little thunk of dust just over the hill from you that appears to be from some
gotcha.
cart.
Okay. If they're into trouble, they'll get stuck, and we'll catch up to them anyways. They're fine.
Shall I ride up just to be prepared for anything in advance and keep an eye out?
If you'd like to.
If y'all think you'll be okay.
Will you be okay, or are we going to have another demonstration of unicorn subtlety?
I don't know. Are we going to have another devastation of Scorpion Clan shadiness when we get to the castle?
Yeah.
Your honesty is appreciated. I will say that much for you. Yeah, he'll ride halfway up to kind of peer at what may lie ahead for us.
You actually recognize the cart and the back of the head of the driver. It's Ryu, who you all helped right his cart on the way here.
Oh, that dude.
Yeah, he was the one who brought Doji Satsume's belongings to his brother-in-law, Kikita Toshimoko, and where you first had your first kind of ghostly encounter with Doji Satsume.
Right.
Hey, it's that dude's cart.
Hearing you shout,
I'll
turn
just
around
lean over.
From beyond the Shadowlands, dude is a known slang word.
Dude.
I'll lean over to Doji and go, see, unicorn subtlety.
There.
Yelsies. Okay. Are you going to move up to him, or are you just yelling, "It's that guy from the thing"?
I'll wait for my party to catch up so we can all greet him in person.
Okay. You all make your way up to Ryu's cart, single horse. It's a little 2-wheel cart that he sits on the front of, and so it's got essentially 6 legs of locomotion. And it's much less full than it was on the way there. There are a few trunks in the back, including one that still contains the personal mon of Doji Satsume, that apparently Toshimoko didn't want or something for some reason. But then there are a couple of what look like parcel dispatches and things like that in there as you come up on the coach. Some like bags that possibly are full of letters or something. As you come up, he goes, "Oh, hello, Samurai-sama. It's good to see you. It seems that we share the road."
Yes, it does. Where are you off to?
I'm going back to my home at the castle of the Emerald Magistrate.
Oh, you are. You live there.
Yes, I am a servant of the Emerald of the Emerald Champion.
Oh yeah, that makes sense because you can. Yeah. Well, that we share a destination as well as a road.
I would be honored, but do not expect that you would be willing to travel with a peasant.
Why not?
He'll look up and not look you in the face. And go, I would be honored.
You can look me in the eyes.
I will not.
Okay.
Moto-san, that's kind of a death sentence.
It's a.
I won't force the matter. All right. Well, then,
we would be grateful to accompany you to our destination.
I would be glad for the company and the protection.
Of course.
yeah, of course.
Thank you.
I can't help but notice that there is still some of the former champion's things in the cart. Are you bringing them back?
Yes, it's various papers that are going to go in the archives.
Oh, yes, of course. All right, then. Shall we head off?
As a group, we are great at small talk.
Yes, you are quite proficient at small talk, Soshi-sama. I'm very impressed by your ability to talk small with a peasant, Soshi-sama.
I'm just going to shake my head.
This is what sarcasm sounds like at Rokugan. Okay.
Great, let's be off then.
The rest of the day will pass uneventfully. It's actually a pretty gorgeous mid-spring day. Trees are in full bloom around you. The sun is shining with light clouds in the sky. This is a notably pretty part of Rokugan, being kind of the homelands of both the crane and the lion. It is relatively well kept as things go. everything here is held by some minor petty lord somewhere. And so even this small side track, which is really only wide enough for 2 carts to pass each other, and not much more than that, while the Imperial roads are much wider and much more well-kept, even this here doesn't seem too bad to travel on. It doesn't seem that it's going to hold you up that much. But the end of the day will come, and you do find a suitable camping spot. You can either choose to press through the night. I like to give the option because some people want to rush. You can either choose to press through the night or find a nice camping spot off the road and have an evening.
I think it would be great to find a nice camping spot off the road.
Is there a particular reason why?
We shouldn't. When we don't want to arrive at the castle out of sorts. We should arrive at a proper time and in our best state.
If you think it's best.
We have an 8-day journey. There's no reason to rush.
Right?
Exactly. Yes, exactly.
If we must rush, we should do so near the end, as not all of us have a beast of burden to assist us.
Or a
Who are you
horse.
calling a beast?
The horse.
He's great. He's a
Oh,
great
he's
friend.
lovely. Very good conversationalist.
He listens well, more than I could say for others. I guess we will camp.
Okay. Camp is made. You're on a back road. It's not as well secured. There may be bandits. There's not been a lot of rumors of bandits in this area, but banditry is a thing in Rokugan. So it's up to you if you want to set a watch or not. It's not like there are roving bands of like Oni running around, right? It's not like D&D where you could expect to be like hopped by a red dragon for no reason. But
Yeah, but we are kind of taking upon ourselves the responsibility of protecting this cart, so we should probably actually do that.
Sure.
Yeah, we definitely should. And also, I mean, bandits are still a thing, right?
Yep. Yeah. Well, we can set a watch.
Somebody who has better eyes than me should probably do that. I can fight like a motherfucker, but
when you know what's there.
So
yeah, I need to see first.
Right.
So this camping spot that we found, there's like, is it easily visible to the road?
the initial one you find is right off the side of the road, but if you're looking for something more secure and suitable, you can make a survival check.
I will do that.
Okay. Earth.
Earthy survival. Oh, look, I already have that one set up.
That is 2 opportunity and a strive, which means you look around and you're frustrated.
Okay.
There's some, but you can of course remove that one strive with one of those opportunities. You don't really take any strive from it, but.
Well, I don't see a better spot, so I guess we're camping here.
Could I? Let's see. Could I go back a little bit on the path and make some tracks and just like regular people traveling wouldn't matter, but like if there were like bandits going around looking for like stuff and things, they would see some, like I could try to make some tracks that they would like try to follow and kind of get them confused.
Yeah. What's your approach? I feel like it's either going to be survival or skullduggery, depending on how you do it. But what's your approach? Because I don't have a good approach in mind for that.
I was gonna do because air is con.
Okay. Oh yeah, air. Yeah.
So yeah, I was gonna do air, and then probably we'll go with skullduggery because it's more tricky than
like
yeah. Okay, so yeah, air, skullduggery.
I will guard Sayaka as she does that.
Okay.
Cool. I can keep up to 3. Yeah. So I'll wipe that strife with one of the opportunities. So a success and an opportunity.
I think that's great. And that is enough for you to plant some false tracks. They'll be fine at night. During the day under close inspection, they may not be the most convincing thing ever, but they're good for darkness. Yeah.
Mm-mm. Cool.
Is there any way I can assist her with my survival?
Yeah, go ahead and roll the next ring die. That is how a system works. You donate an extra die to the pool.
Cool.
Yeah. Doji Sayaka rolls the extra ring die.
Oh, I do. Oh, sorry.
Yeah. Success and a strife.
Okay. Yeah. So yeah.
I'm sorry.
pretty
Opportunity and a strife. So, well, but you do have 3 opportunity, so you could take 2 successes and 2 strife if you so chose. It's up to you.
Can I keep that many die?
You can keep 3 dice, or you can keep up to your rings in dice, and you have 4 dice in rings.
I do?
Yeah, because you got donated an extra ring die.
Oh, it's the ring die that you. Oh.
Yeah.
Oh. See, can I take the strife?
It's up to you.
Can I take much more strife in my life?
Do I need this strife?
I need
yeah. Let's do it. I'll take it. Yeah. So 2 successes, 2 strife, and I've marked that down.
Dunsies.
I think the strife from this comes from the fact that I'm doing something that samurai don't really do.
Yeah. Yeah, you're being tricksy and not at all honest. And
Right.
that you have acknowledged that, I think, is great. So go ahead and lose 2 honor.
Oh man.
Yeah. Whoop whoop, and lose 1 honor. Mu and Akoi for assisting in the dishonorable act. Whoop whoop.
Oh, boo.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, but it's dishonorable. But it's whatever.
It's fine. Yeah. I wouldn't have even thought of it if you hadn't acknowledged it, but you're right. It violates the samurai tenet of honesty.
Mm-hmm.
Correct. Nicely done. So, that's what you're like, the person in school who asks for extra homework, aren't you?
Listen.
That's what you are. Okay.
Who feels attacked right now?
So, with the 2 successes and 2 strife, you are able to make some pretty convincing tracks, actually, that even at night or even during the day may hold up to scrutiny. You're able to set your campfire, and Ryu parks the wagon nearby and leashes down the one horse that's dragging it, pulling it along. It's not dragging it, it has wheels. It's pulling it along, and you all settle in for the evening. There is space here for a scene, of course, if you want one.
I would like to do my.
Yes, please do.
I'm going to check the road to make sure that there's nobody coming, and then I'm going to sit down by my pack. I am going to open my pack and remove some traveling clothes. I'll take off my ceremonial clothes and the armor, and I will take off the eyepiece to reveal that I do have a working left eye. I'll take off the wig to reveal my shorter hair.
Oh my God.
My stature, so I'm sitting up a little higher.
We're fucking traveling with your Axel.
And I'll switch out.
Well then.
It's really hard to see when you only have the one eye. The depth perception's really off.
So
Right.
why do it?
Huh?
Well, because I was supposed to.
Oh, I mean, is it the whole disguise or is it just the eye? Because just the hair, it was convincing enough. I don't know if you need the eye.
Yeah, I need it.
Okay. Just trying to help. Fuck me.
I also take out since we didn't show that in the ceremony, she also has a katana. So she'll take out her katana and strap it to her belt.
Pull that out of there.
Do you have anything else?
I mean,
That's
yeah.
a very masterful disguise.
It was very good, actually.
Like I said, scorpion business.
How do I respectfully ask if your name is still Kuroyuki?
Too late. You just asked it.
My name is Soshi Kiryuki.
I would like to sentiment water.
I was muted. Yeah, do it. Go ahead and check to see if she's a lion. She's scorpion, not lion, by the way. Okay, so 2 successes, an opportunity, and a strive.
I can reroll 2 of those dice.
Oh, okay. Do so. Do it. Did you have a skill die in this?
No, but it is part of my advantages and disadvantages thanks to my adoptive father.
Oh, okay, sweet. So that's up to 3 successes and an opportunity and a strive.
Okay.
Are you dissembling, Soshikoto Yuki?
No.
Okay.
I'm absolutely honest in being Soshi Kiryuki.
Okay.
Great. For now.
Kiryuki, I think we will work better, though, if we knew the full capabilities that you have within you, instead of... obviously, keep your business to yourself, but getting to know one another, it's fairly obvious what Sayaka is good at, talking, and what Rei is good at with the temples. Right, Michi? It's like sort of your temples and religious aspects. Oh, whoa! You went in and out.
Yeah, that you
sorry.
super broke up for a sec. You're fine.
I held the wrong buttons instead of the space bar to unmute. I was holding the actual unmute buttons. Yes, no, it's mysticism and archery, basically.
Yeah, spell stuff. What would call you say? If we knew your full capabilities, perhaps we'll be able to... I can't believe I'm going to say this. Aid the Scorpion clan in your business. As long as it doesn't divert ours.
I don't think you'll ever know the difference.
Well, I guess what I'm getting at is you personally. I'm trying to give an olive branch here. What advantages could we utilize together as a group?
Well,
us?
You know I'm good at disguises.
Very good, apparently.
And I'll take out the charm that I made, the ward, and I'll look at it for a moment, and I'll crumple it up and throw it in the fire.
Oh, that was even the one that you gave to Hitoshi in the bar?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
That was the one that I gave Hitoshi in the bar.
Okay, fair. Sure. Great.
Moto will just pour his ale a little bit harder, and he'll drink a little more than usual today. Not enough to he's a master drinker. I'm sure there's some Nord Gaijin culture somewhere in the Unicorn Clan. So he's just he knows how to handle his liquor a bit more. I'll pass some over to Soshi.
I'll take some and I'll throw it back hard.
I think we're going to get along, you and I.
Okay, so unless there's anything else, then the rest of the night will pass uneventfully with ale being thrown back hard, simple road rations, an awkward staring at the dirt peasant, former employee of the Emerald Champion, soon to be again employee of whoever the new Emerald Champion will be sitting with you. Is there any sort of watch you are all going to set up, or are you just going to sack through the night?
I think
I
somebody
think so.
should keep watch. Yeah.
Yeah. Do we just want to do the
I'll take first watch, and I'll climb a tree.
Sure. Do we just want to do few hours, and then wake me up when you wish to sleep.
Munukoi will brush his horse and clean the hoofs, stuff like that.
Awesome. All right. So the night passes then, and you wake up early in the morning. It is tradition to wake up just before dawn and have a very simple meal, normally cold noodles and miso soup, or some sort of fermented fish and noodles or something like that, along with some tea. And so you have a quick repast and are back on the road. As you continue moving north towards the castle of the Emerald Champion, you cross over a relatively large river. There's a gorgeous kind of red painted bridge that goes across this. Whoever is the master of this land seems to care a lot for at least the infrastructure here, or is either that or is showing ostentatious wealth on purpose, either which are possible. It's hard to know unless you know the person. The afternoon will pass. You'll stop for a few hours for lunch, and about mid-afternoon, you begin seeing some peasants along the side of the road, kind of slouching underneath a shady tree. And what's odd is, as you begin to pass them, most of them are not looking at you, but a few of them do meet your eyes and show some pretty deep resentment. You hear a low hum of maybe heckling. It's hard to tell as as you're passing by. But they do not appear to be showing you this respect your station deserves. And according to the social rules of your class, you do have the right to teach them some respect. However, to do so might also offend their lord. But what do y'all want to do?
Moto's used to it. He continues writing.
Do we know who the lord of this land is?
You can make a history check?
Government?
Government, yes, thank you, government.
I'll do that.
Government air?
Air? I'm thinking on approach for this one. Coming in on approach. It's Earth. Because it's memory. Probably Earth because it's memory.
Okie dokie.
Nothing for... that's an exploding success. Mu and Nikoi got no successes. Sayaka has one exploding success so far.
Okay, yeah. So 1 success and opportunity.
Yeah.
Boo, boo, boo.
And then
A success.
yay, 1 success for Kaido Ray as well. Okay, so once you've crossed over the river, you've crossed into Lion Lands. As to the specific lord who owns this place, you're not sure. But there is a very Marshall Akoto family that owns the larger sub-province that this is a part of. But some specific person would, take care of the surrounding few miles around a minor castle here. You're not sure who that minor lord is, but you recall that there's and you just can't remember his name, either of you, off the top of your head. There's a relatively famous Akoto general's family who still owns this sub-province.
I would like to stop and offer the peasants water.
One of them will look up at you when you hand the water down.
Wow.
Also, feel free to make a check for me as well. Air aesthetics for perception. Or air skullduggery.
Oh, yeah. That's
Just,
my jam.
Okay.
Just Kaito?
Kaido's the one who's closest to them, so I want to leave it for her right now. If anybody else after this, something going on here more than them just being not happy with you. There's a few weird sort of shapes that are covered by simple wrapping cloth that when you first passed by, you assumed were their farmer's tools. But now that you look at them a little bit more, might not be farmer's tools.
So, if I'm remembering the lore right, Lion and Phoenix are kind of...
They're not super friendly. Crane is generally allied with the Phoenix and generally allied with the Unicorn at this point. But the direct conflicts that are happening right now are between Lion and Unicorn and Lion and Crane. They're not all-out wars yet, at least that you're aware of. But there is a lot of border tension there. And so as a Phoenix, you can draw what conclusions you will as a possible ally of the Crane.
Can I? Is there anything to either the way they are standing or to the shape of those bundles that would tell me that these are running?
Yep. Feel free to make a skullduggery air check.
I actually want to. Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
Holy God! Okay. So that's 2 exploding successes, 2 successes, and 3 strife is probably your best bet. Unless you want to drop one of the exploding successes to wipe out a strife.
Well, so I have 2 exploding successes.
Mm-hmm.
Can I keep the 2 exploding successes and an opportunity to wipe out the strife?
Yes, you can.
One of the strife.
Yes,
Okay.
absolutely. That makes more sense. So you were starting with 1 success, 2 exploding success, and 2 strife. Oh, no.
No, roll.
No, I did that wrong. 1 success, 1 exploding success, and 1 strife.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Nice.
Dice
If
math.
it's-
Oh, go ahead.
Nice. No, go. I didn't know they were Soshi was finished yet.
Oh, yeah, they're weapons. Oh, yeah, those are certainly like katanas and bow staffs and stuff.
Yeah, I was actually, since she noticed it, I was just going to like get her attention, point that out, and be like, "Hey, get rid of those." Kind of like a command nod to get that across without saying anything.
I'm going to be a little unsubtle.
Oh no, be subtle.
Be as subtle as a unicorn.
I mean, I could just charge through them and kick the fucking weapons on the ground on my horse.
I will turn towards the cart like I'm inspecting something and just casually say, "You would think that the lion, of all people, would not encourage such disrespect. But it seems they've fallen on hard times recently."
We're not no lion.
No.
Scorpion.
But you're lion.
Venom speaker.
I see what you did there. How is it that you always instigate combat? What? Because what immediately happens next, one of them actually has a patch over their eye,
And he says, screw it. Take him.
and we're going to roll initiative as they start whipping out their weapons from
Dude, with
underneath.
4 samurai, come on.
Yeah, well, I mean, they're 5 Ronin. Yeah. So to go over initiative again. First of all, we're going to go back to the combat page. Boop, 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 boop. Please remember to click on your token before rolling your initiative stat. Your tokens are down here, and they are all assigned to your name. Click on the clan tile that you have. All right. So first thing that happens. Go ahead.
Should I have removed fatigue? And
Yeah, so over the course of the evening, you could have removed any fatigue that you had. You should be at 0
Okay.
fatigue.
Okay.
And then say half your composure.
And all of your composure's got you back to. You're fine.
Oh.
Yeah.
Cool.
All right. Goro and Goro the bandit leader. Okay. So, first thing we do for initiative, as this is a skirmish, you make a TN1 tactics check. Remember, you get to choose. You add either your vigilance to this, or your focus to this, if you are ready for the conflict, or your vigilance to this, if you were surprised. I am perfectly willing to say that none of you were surprised, unless you feel, for some narrative purpose, that you needed to be surprised here.
Nah.
Okay. So you will choose a ring. That ring will be your stance in the first round.
Yep.
And those rings are to the right of your character sheets, or of your character tokens. Roll tactics and add, forgot to click on your token, roll tactics and add your focus.
My focus.
How do we add focus?
You will just tell me and I will
Okay.
chalk it on there. Yeah.
Yep.
And
Sorry, I
turn.
clicked twice.
All right. So it's fine.
Boop, 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 boop.
And my focus.
Where's it
It's
at?
my focus is 3.
Okay.
My focus is
Tactics.
So this will be
then
Goro, the
my
bandit leader. So Marshall 2.
My focus is 5.
Fire. Okay.
My focus is 4.
Okay. I'm going to ask you for all successes plus focus here in just a second.
Oh, sure.
Yeah. Because please hold, this is our only our second combat, and so we're all
It's
still
true.
learning. So we'll call this bad guy. Call this bad guy leader, and he got 6, 7, 8. Bad guy leader is on 8. Okay, and then bad guy bandits are on martial, fire, focus 4. So 4 plus 2 is 6. So bad guys are on 6. That turn. Okay, let's just go top down. Mu and Akoi, what did you roll? Successes plus focus.
6.
6, and what stance are you in?
Water.
Okay. Sayaka, successes plus focus.
6.
6, nice. What stance are you in?
Air.
Okay. Kuroyuki, what did you roll? Plus focus.
8.
Wow. Okay. And what is your stance?
Air.
Okay. You're both air, so we'll put that there. And then last but not least, Ray, what did you roll?
7.
Nicely done, team. All right, so in descending order. So, Kuroyuki, I'll allow you to go first because you're the PC, and I think PC should go before NPCs. And what was your stance, Ray?
Void.
Void. Void. All right, nicely done. They're in fire stance.
Okay.
I have
So-
things I can do.
You do. In combat, you can take actions. Where are they at? Oh yeah, you can assist, which is giving a die to someone else. Calming breath, remove fatigue or strife. Challenge, you would go specifically into a duel with someone. Guard, you can interpose yourself between someone else. Maneuver, which would move you more than one range band. You would make an athletics test. Prepare an item, draw your weapon, is the normal thing you would prepare an item with. Skill use, using a skill, hitting someone, and waiting.
So, would taking out my Tessin count as, like, would that be my action?
You know what? I am going to say, because I kind of hate it and just want to get into combat, I think you're all trained samurai. You can draw your sword and strike in the same turn. You can draw your weapon and strike in the same turn.
Okay, so
If you're using
I'm-
focus, if you're using vigilance, I think the way I would write it, because I don't know if this is how it's actually written, I would say if you're surprised, you have to take the action to draw your weapon. If you're ready, you just get to draw it. And you were
Okay.
all ready. Does that sound fair to the team?
Yeah.
That makes sense, yeah.
Okay, so we now have 2 house rules, and I will write them down so we keep track of them. But I know there's going to be a fight. I should be able to draw my weapon and hit you on the first round. That's all. Yeah.
Right, yeah.
All right, so you are able to draw your Tessin and attack. Indeed.
So I'm actually going to use a technique.
Okay.
I'll do Deadly Sting with my Tessin.
Huzzah! Now, what does Deadly
On-
Sting do?
Deadly Sting, and I'm targeting the leader.
Okay.
As an attack action, you may use 1 dose of poison and make a TN3 martial arts air check using a readied concealable weapon targeting 1 character with weapons range. If you succeed...
I should say conflict starts at range 2,
Okay, well, I'll move up
which
to
is
him.
sword range. Okay. That movement of range, that's you closing in, is your action this turn.
Okay, then I'll close in range.
Okay.
Fine.
So you were the first one to close with him, so he's going to strike at you first.
Okay.
Doink. So he got 1 success and 1 exploding success so far. Do that. Do that. Do that. Do that. And two strife. So he got 2 success and an opportunity in fire stance. So in fire stance, he is allowed to. When you succeed on a check, and it's a TN2 to hit someone, so he made the TN2, you count as having 1 additional bonus success for each strife symbol on your kept dice. So he is going to have 1, 2, 3, 6 successes to hit you with a big honkin' katana.
Jeebus.
So its base damage is 4. He does a total of 10 endurance to you.
Okay, I'm wearing traveling clothes, which gives me
2
physical-
reduction.
2.
Yep.
Jesus.
People are walking around with giant razor blades.
Sorry.
Yeah.
I don't think I have anything else that I can reduce that with.
All right, so you will take 8 endurance. What is your total endurance?
8.
Okay, so you have been reduced to 0 endurance. Because this is the first time this happens, we are going to bring it up and do the rule correctly, as opposed to making it up. We haven't had this sort of deadliness in a combat yet, so you're out in the real world now, kids. Equipment. Weapons. Is it under there? No. If someone could find it before me, I also wouldn't hate you. Making check additional rules for checks. The character. Is it in the shorthand that I created? Everybody should be looking through their books right now to help me with this. Right here. Harm and terrain. Fatigue, 269. There we go. Y'all are lovely, and I thank you for being patient with us as we learn a whole new system. All right.
Yay.
Fatigue. So, after a character suffers fatigue, if their succeed exceeds their endurance, the character suffers the incapacitated condition. This represents the character being overwhelmed to such a degree that they cannot take effective action or mount a meaningful defense. Recovering from fatigue, whatever. So after you hit 0 fatigue, you have not exceeded it yet. You are at 0. Critical strikes represent particularly deadly blows that have slipped past your defenses to inflict injury. Permanent scars and even death. When a character fails to defend against damage, they suffer a critical strike. So if you chose to fail against defending the damage, which is something you actively have to choose to do, you take a critical, or if you are incapacitated, you take a critical. So those are the only 2 times. Before that, all combat is assumed to be duck, diving, dodging, and weaving, right? You haven't been hit by the sword. He's come at you in such a way that it's forced you, essentially, you're surrounded by them now, and the next strike's going to take you out if somebody hits you. Because you're now in such a weak and defensive state that somebody could do something horrible to you on the next strike. Does that make sense?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay, so your friend Soshi Kurayuki is in trouble. Ray, what do you do?
Are muted.
Which I respect the microphone discipline, but you were muted.
I am going to pull out my Yumi and start firing arrows at people. Starting with the one that mostly did all the damage.
Okay, what's the range on the Yumi? Is it 2 to something?
It's 2 to 5, yeah.
Perfect. Okay. So you are at 2 now, and you can stay at 2, or you can choose to maneuver. It's up to you. Oh, did you lock up?
Yeah. I'm going to stay at 2, I think.
Okay. So
Yeah,
go
I'm
ahead
gonna
and... Oh, I knocked down on the
You're good.
rules. There we go. Okay. So, this is a conundrum. You got 4 opportunity, 1 success, and 2 strife. It requires 2 success to hit someone. You can spend a void point to roll an extra ring die.
How many void points do I have? That's a question.
Because the way your dice play out right now, you're either getting 1 success from 3 opportunity, or you're just getting 1 success.
Yeah.
And 2 opportunity. Yeah.
Yeah, let's spend a void point.
All right.
And I didn't mean to roll the skill die, but
That's okay. You got 1 success, and that'll be 2 successes. You get to keep 4 dice, because you rolled an extra ring die, and you keep a number of dice equal to your ring dice. So you tell me how that plays out.
let me see what I can do with opportunity. And then how do the bonus successes from the initiative check work?
Oh, from the initiative check, they just add to your initiative. It would be bonus successes here.
Oh, okay.
that add to your damage.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, you have the ability to keep 2 successes and 2 opportunity and 1 strife.
Yeah.
That is what you have. In the void stance, what does that mean?
Mm-hmm. I'm in the void stance. That means I do not take strife from kept dice.
Nice. Okay. So, you will hit and do your base damage, unless you can find a way to finagle out additional from the 2 opportunity, which I don't think there is.
I can't, but I can use the 2 opportunity to provide assistance to the next character to attempt an attack.
That would be Lily, or Mu and Nikoi, if Lily doesn't attack.
Yeah, to the next character to attempt a similar check.
Okay, sweet. So you'll shoot at him, and he'll have to duck out of the way. As the tree they were sitting under, the arrow sticks right next to it, next to his head there. And what's the base damage?
Damage is 5.
Okay. They got bows! He yells. And then the other 4 will move up. 2 of them will actually move back with bows themselves, and 2 of them will move up. 1 to Kuroyuki, because the threat, and the other probably to Mu and Nikoi, because you look like the biggest, BBS person, and therefore the most obvious initial threat. Okay, so start with Kuroyuki. Going to make our rule. Only got 1 success, which means he missed.
Mm-hmm.
But Mu and Nikoi. Oh, no, he did get 2 successes because you count strife as successes. So that's 2 successes. That is a severity. You are incapacitated. That is a severity 4 critical, which means you suffer the lightly wounded condition for the ring that was used for this check. You are lightly wounded for fire. And that means I think you're down 1 ring, but I'll check after combat. If you're already suffering lightly wounded, it becomes a debilitating gash. If the attack had the razor edge quality, the character suffers the bleeding condition. And it is a katana. Oh no, it's a yari. They have spears. So you all see Kuroyuki crumble as she takes a spear to the chest and kind of takes a fall. Now, you can, next turn, use your focus or your calming breath to regain an endurance, I think, and allow it to pick you back up, I think. But you are otherwise now out, which is rough. Lily.
Ooh. Okay. I will pull out my I'll pull out my bow.
Oh, I forgot to attack Mu and Nikoi. I'm bad. Okay, Mu and Nikoi gonna... Yeah. Mu and Nikoi gonna stab at thee. Stab at thee! With a spear. 2 successes is gonna hit. He comes up to you. I'm imagining you're on your horse.
I don't defend at all?
No, you were always considered defending. That's what endurance is.
Oh, okay, but I have 8 endurance.
Yeah, so what's gonna happen is... And you're also wearing armor, right?
Yeah, concealed armor.
So you're going to take 3 endurance hit as he comes up, and you got to move the horse out of the way in order to kind of get past the spear. But it takes some of the wind out of you. And then it's Lily's go. So it's 3 endurance.
Okay.
I guess I'm just confused. Like, what is the check to go past the defenses? Because if we're always going to get hit.
You're always going to get hit. If they make a TN2, they're going to hit you. If they don't...
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and then your armor reduces it, and then you're... Yeah.
And so the soak equivalent is the endurance.
Yeah, that is your ability to take damage. So Legend of the 5 Rings used to be more deadly even than this.
Wow.
It used to be No, this is just a bit of context, right? Like, I think you're seeing how deadly the combat can be with Kuroyuki getting incapacitated in 1 round.
Oh no, it's fine. I'm just trying to decipher like what the equivalent of the soak damage or the is like. So if I take 3,
you would initially
because
take
I have
5.
weapons. Because I have weapons. I'm sorry. I'm not.
They have spears. You took 5 from the spear, reduced to 3 because of your armor.
Okay, gotcha.
Yep. Okay. So Lily.
Okay.
Or Sayaka.
So, quick question. My the fancy sword I got because for the Topaz champion. Does that have any special qualities?
It is ceremonial and razor edged.
Oh, okay, so it's just a regular katana then.
Yes, it's just
stat-wise.
much prettier. It's also, I think, fine or something like that.
Resplendent?
It's resplendent, indeed.
Resplendent, got it. Okay.
Yep.
Resplendent, got it. Okay. So I'll take out my bow.
Yeah.
I'm not up with them. I'm kind of still back by the cart. I'm gonna shoot at one of the ones that's by Kuroyuki.
Are you going to shoot at the dude with the eye patch who seems to be the leader who's been calling orders to them? Or are you going to shoot at the other person who was flanking Kuroyuki, who just seems to be a grubby bandit?
I'll shoot at eye patch.
Okay.
And then so my stance, I'll stay with air. I think because since air is faint, it comes out as she readies her bow and aims, and then just right before she lets go, her where she's pointing shifts just slightly.
Yeah.
So it looks like she's gonna shoot something else, and then she just hit.
Yep.
Okay. Conflict. Oh, Yumi. Skill 1, air, and boop.
Okay, so we're looking at a success, an exploding success, an opportunity, and 3 strife. So go ahead and roll the exploding success, and let's see where we're at.
Okay.
Okay.
Yes.
And what does air give you for opportunities here?
Let me check.
Learn another character. Did you want to take an extra ring die from Kaido Ray?
Oh, sure.
Because you count as assisting. So take it. Let's see what happens.
Nothing.
Nothing.
Thank you anyways. I appreciate it.
I tried.
So I'll just I'll take the 3 plus the exploded one. I'll knock out one of the strife with the opportunity. So then
so you will do damage plus 1. What's your total damage?
Damage for bow is 5.
All right, so you will do 6 minus his armor of 4. But again, this time you see this very light wound get cut in his arm, and he's like, ugh, ugh, take out the archers. So you did so he's starting to look a little rough himself. Munakoi.
He's going to close in and attack the leader.
Okay.
The one who we have injured the most.
Yeah, the eye patch. Who appears to be the leader. He's the one shouting orders.
Cool. Yep. Get wrecked, son. Hopefully.
Get wrecked?
Why is this not? There it is.
There you go.
Holy
Yeah, combat guy.
Wow.
All right. You will max out at
Wowzers,
4 successes. Even though you got 5, you can only keep 4 of them. But that's pretty good.
Yeah, and then with that, I'm using my swirling desert wind.
Okay. What does that do again?
So I choose an enemy. It does not have to be the target.
Yeah.
I just need to be able to perceive them, and I'm going to choose the enemy that looks like they're about to attack me next.
It would be the guy kind of next to him there. Yeah.
Okay, and so that's going to increase the TN by 4.
Oh, to hit you? So the TN will be 6 to hit you.
Yeah.
Oh, this flash of you now for the first time truly seeing Motomu and Akoi in action. It's just this constant whirling movement of a scimitar as how do you take out Goro the bandit leader?
I kick dirt in his face and decapitate his goddamn head.
And in a splash of blood that sprays across you, the other guy next to you, and your horse, there's this blossom of blood from the now decapitated head of Goro, and the guy next to him starts to scream a little bit. But Kuroyuki, it is your go.
So just as a point of order, I noticed something because I was going back through combat, and the range band for the sword is 1 to 2. Range band for the Tessin is 0 to 1.
Yeah.
So would I start at range band 2 or range band 1?
You would have started at range band 2 because everyone started at range band 2. And you moved into range band 1 so that you could strike. He also at range band 1 struck you with his katana.
Okay. Okay.
Because you share the range band if you're in melee with your opponent.
Mm.
Make sense?
I'll take a calming breath.
Okay. You will remove 1 fatigue because you are definitely over your fatigue.
Yeah.
Okay. You'll be able to start shaking it off and wake back up. Ray.
I had this set up. I can maneuver and use an attack action in the same round, right? Wait, no, I'm already at range band 2. Never mind.
Yeah. And if someone could look and make sure you can like move 1 range band and attack in the same round as you're looking through combat, Kuryuki, if you want to do that, just so we know for the future. But what is it you wanted to do, Ray?
Tempest of Air. As an attack action, you may make a TN3 Theology Air check, targeting each character at range 2 to 3.
So 2 of the archers are at range 3.
Mm-hmm.
Motomu and Nikoi is engaged with somebody at range 2. So if you went for the close combat guy, you'd hit Motomu and Nikoi, but you'd also hit the 2 archers. But if you only went for the archers, you could place it in a way that would mean that you could only hit them and not endanger your party member. It's up to you. You'll get more targets, but you could hurt someone who's friendly to you, or you could just get 2 targets.
Question. You were asking about movement?
Yeah.
It says, and this is a skirmish?
Yes.
Okay. It says that once during the turn before or after performing an action, a character may move 1 range band.
Oh, okay. Well, we will know that for the future. I apologize. It would be weird to go back 2 rounds, but that is my fault, and I will give you an extra point of XP for taking the wound because it was my fault and not yours. And that feels fair. So, you are going to shoot, you're going to Tempest of Air. Did you want to Tempest of Air the 2 archers or all 4 of them?
I'm gonna have to do all 4 of them. Like, I'm sorry. I love you.
On the other hand, it is a TN6.
Yeah.
To hit Mu and Nikoi.
Yeah. Okay.
Currently sitting at 3 successes, 3 strife, and 1 exploding. 2 successes, an exploding success, an opportunity, and 4 strife, which is a hell of a roll so far.
Yeah. Do I get anything for bonus successes? No, I don't get anything for bonus successes. But that might roll an opportunity, which I kind of need. So yeah, I'm going to roll that exploding success.
Okay.
I'm going to keep the 3 successes and roll the exploding.
Okay. That is 4 successes and 4 strife. So mark your strife up to 4. I think you took a couple before, so add 4 to your strife. And 4 successes, what happens?
Where did the sheet go? There it is. They take blast of wind smite each target. Each target suffers supernatural damage equal to my air ring and must resist with a TN4 fitness check, Earth 5, Fire 2, or suffer the disoriented condition.
Okay.
And my air ring is 3.
So they have no supernatural resistance, so they'll each take 3 damage. Yeah. And I'll make a quick roll just to make sure that is the case. And it's a did you say survival check?
Fitness check.
Fitness check. And that is a martial skill, is that right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think so.
They did not make it. No, did not make it. Okay. So they will each take 3 damage, and they all look super screwed up as this whirl of wind begins to swirl around, almost as if it was summoned by Motomu and Nikoi going like this. But there's this amazing sort of synergy right now between Kaido Rei's magical movement of the kami and the flashing wind of Motomu and Akoi's saber as 3 of these guys get caught up in this intense whirlwind, taking some damage on top of it. But it's their go, and the one in front, one's going to shoot a bow at Ray, one's going to shoot a bow at Sayaka, and the last one's going to strike at Mu and Akoi. So Mu and Akoi will start with you. Then he needs a 6, so the chances of this working are very low, and he, of course, fails. The other 2 will need 2s with their bows. That's a fit.
Since I'm in air, the TN goes up by 1.
Okay, so I was going to say this one was versus Sayaka, only rolled a 1, and the last one here, 3 successes, 2 of which are exploding against Kaido Ray. All right, we're gonna take the 2 exploding successes, and because they're in fire stance, we're up to 4 successes. That's 5, 6, 7 successes.
Oh my god, no.
And 1 more. 7 successes. Okay, so Kaido Ray. That's 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 damage.
Okay. So my robes have a physical resistance of 1.
Yep.
So
That's something.
That's 11, and my endurance is 4.
Okay, I'm looking at. I want to see one thing, because I do believe they have to. The first strike can only reduce you to 0 fatigue, which will knock you out. As you take the hit, and it hits your armor, but knocks the wind out of you, and you fall back, knocked out. So the character reduces damage to 0. Character defends against the damage by receiving fatigue equal to the block. Yeah, if the character does not reduce the damage to 0, defending is not normally option instinctual. Duck, dive, dodge, and roll, but that's what that does. Yeah, you may spend a void point to not by overcoming survival instinct, the source of the damage. Physical damage. Fatigue represents a character and when characters are fatigued. Yeah, okay. So I'm making a call because it does not seem incredibly clear to me in the moment that you just go to 0 fatigue, and then they have to choose again to hit you in order to make something happen. So now it's 3-on-3. I'm sorry. Yes, it's 3-on-3. As the one fighter goes, we're going to get you back for Goro. And that's their whole go. Because everybody did their thing. Lily. I'm sorry, it's 3-on-2.
Who's Goro?
Eye patch guy, but you don't know that yet.
Oh, okay. I thought they were talking about I thought this was like a revenge for the
arms and
okay. Who bandits are left? Is there still anybody okay.
3 bandits, 2 archers, and a melee guy.
Okay. I'll shoot at one of the archers.
Okay. TN2.
Okay. Air 1, Yumi. Go. Nice.
I'm looking at 2 successes, 2 opportunity, and 2 strife. One of these successes is exploding. How would you like to break that down?
I'm gonna keep the explodey, keep one of the opportunity, and then keep the success with the strife, and then opportunity and strife I'll just cancel out.
Sure.
And then let me re-roll that skill die. Flip. Nice. Okay, so yeah, 3 successes and a strife.
The arrow goes singing through the air and directly through the throat of this bandit. There's as blood starts to spread out along his rough brown kimono. The other 2 look and go, come on, we got to get out of here.
Yes, you do.
But Mu and Akoi, before they can come on, we got to get out of here. It's your go.
I want to attack Goro.
He's down.
Perfect. And the other 2 are retreating?
They haven't moved yet. There's the one in combat with you, and then there's one archer out at range band 2 from you.
Okay, I'll end the guy in combat with me.
Okay, I will end
Goro.
him.
Is Goro alive?
No. You cut his head off. Remember, in a whirling thing.
I ended him. Okay, yeah. Sorry. We were talking earlier with him. I will I don't want to kill this guy, but I kind of want to attack him with my scimitar, but using the blunt end of the blade, or maybe
Okay.
just paralyze him by damaging the back end of him.
Okay.
Around
Yeah,
his
go
spine
ahead and
region.
roll to hit, and what we'll say is you can choose to reduce the damage by pulling your attack. There's no reason you wouldn't be able to do that. So we're currently looking at 2 successes, which is enough to hit. And by the way, because he's a mook, it's enough damage to knock him out. We don't need to keep rolling. You can just...
Gotcha. And I was going to say, of course, swirling desert wind on the archers if we can't see anything.
Yeah. He crumples like a sack of potatoes to the ground.
Cool. All right.
Soshikuro Yuki, you're up. And up also with 1 fatigue.
Okay. So the only one that's left is the one that's out at range band 2?
That is correct.
Crap, I'm not close enough to him. I will guard.
Okay. You may guard away. And then the last archer, who's at range band 2 from everyone, starts running. He's... and he starts running. Across kind of this hill, this very grassy hill, and he's running up and over it.
I'll watch him like, he knows we have bows, right?
And Ray.
I am going to take a calming breath because I think that's all I can do, right?
Yeah, pretty much. So bring yourself back 1 fatigue. Yeah, he's run. Lily, it's your go. He is out at range band 4, which is fine for a bow if you want to try and take a shot at him.
Okay.
There is no way to pull your punch with a bow, however. You
Right.
either hit him with the pointy end and it goes through, or not.
Arrows are pretty pointy.
Yeah.
I guess, would showing them mercy be anything?
Yes. Compassion is a tenet of Bushido.
Okay. Yeah, I think she raises the bow and then kind of like slowly pulls it back down.
Okay.
They've learned their lesson.
Mu and Akoi, it's up to you if you want to chase or not. You're the only person at this point who could conceivably catch up because you're mounted.
Let them go.
I'm gonna look around at the dead ones. These ones certainly learned their lesson. I mean,
They did, but this one's still alive. I made sure of it.
They'll be able to tell anybody else at least. Not too.
Well, and we could find out how these people attacked us in Lion Lands and how they knew exactly which road we were going to be down, but the convenience of that road that we were supposed to be traveling down being closed and ending up here is just too... Maybe I'm paranoid. But better safe than sorry, correct?
Right.
it's usually the wisest course of action.
How is everybody feeling? You look like you took a few good bad blows.
I think I'm bleeding.
Given the nature of the rules kerfuffle, you will heal with a night's rest. There will be no additional whatever necessary there. It is a narrative bleeding, we'll say, and not a
Are you bleeding, or usually that's a you are or you aren't?
You could be bleeding internally.
It was a sword, and he ruined my clothes.
They're bleeding.
Okay.
I'm gonna walk over to Goro's corpse and just look at it for a moment, and I'm gonna try and steal his clothes.
Even the scorpion do this one. You don't touch dead people. You would need ritual purification afterwards. You can choose to if you want, but you would lose some glory and some honor probably, and then you would require ritual purification. And everyone else would think you're super none of the other samurai would want to talk or interact with you until you did.
Yeah, I forgot about the no touchy thing.
Yeah,
So I
no
won't do
touchy.
No touchy.
Getting blood on you in combat is relatively okay as long as you bathe pretty quickly afterwards.
Sure.
But the legit touching of corpses, that's something for the class called non-people to do.
I will ask somebody who is proficient in medicine to stabilize the man who I have incapacitated, please.
I think that's me.
Please do so.
Okay, good. We do have somebody. I was about to say,
Winded and
Yes.
recovering, you find yourselves now with a prisoner. How do you, you're going to attempt to make sure he doesn't bleed out? Because he's bleeding a little bit himself.
Yeah.
Not enough to wake him up, though. Let's just make sure.
Okay.
It's medicine. What is it called? Is it medicine? It's medicine.
yeah,
right?
it's just medicine.
Yeah, okay.
Yep.
What approach?
I feel like Void would work best because it's kind of like sensing where his injuries are and
Okay. I was going to go Earth or Void, so I think that works.
yeah. Also, Ray does not do a lot of real thinking.
You got one success, which we'll say is enough to stabilize him. He won't be awake for a little while. But you look around and you now have a captive of a strange...
How's our traveling companion? Sorry.
He moved up the road about 100 meters as you all were fighting, just to stay away from the fight. He's like, nope.
Fair enough. Okay, just making sure he was all right.
Having been ambushed on their second day on the road to the castle of the Emerald Champion by a strange group of bandits here in Lionlands, this is where we'll end for now and take our break. And we will be back right after these messages, after I get everything set up. Because I forgot to set it up because I was so excited by the combat. Yay.
Yay.
Alpha, there we go. And then I do this thing, and then I do that. And that's it. Okay. Swoink. During this break, we'd like to acknowledge the amazing Patreon supporters who make this channel possible. You too can join our Patreon for about $1 a month and get awesome, I just lost it. I'm doing this. I didn't have any scripts written today, people. Live with me. You too can join our Patreon, about $1 a day, and get amazing interviews, articles, an additional 5% off So Nerdware, and more by going to patreon.com/welcomepartyrpg. We'd love you and appreciate it, but if not, no press. We just hope you're enjoying the game. So thanks to our amazing Patreon supporters, Swordsfall, Jen K, M. Dobson, Creative Diva, Gemma, GMTDM, Daniel S., Bria, Britt Knowles, Book Zombie, Fox Barrett, Han C, Jack C, Michelle E, Sherry A, Celts, Me in Midair, Bisonic Kevin, Mets Girl, Media Junkie, Michael Wayne, Leona, Slam B, Christy S, Than Rand, Saloni, Nerdy Teddy Bear, The Bardic Knock, Wild Engineer, Zand, Drew D, Nina D, Wyvern's Wing, Shauna, Star Saber, Miss Misery, and Undead K. We'll be back in just a few minutes. Okay, we're coming back in. We're coming back in. Okay, we're back in. All right. Welcome back, everyone, to the second half of today's episode of Steel Blossom Moon. At the beginning, how do I want to say this? Because this is going to get cut into the podcast, too. When last we left our party, they made their way onto the road, heading towards the castle of the Emerald Champion. There, Soshikoro Yuki, on the first night, unmasked herself. And we found out that she was someone who we didn't think she was. She was someone else, and masquerading as a one-eyed Shugenja, when really she was nothing of the sort. They also hooked up with Ryu, the elderly porter for the Emerald Champion, who they met on their way into Suma and have decided to travel together to the castle of the Emerald Champion. And finally, on the second day of their travel, they found some bandits, and after a short altercation with some minor wounds, our party was victorious in the combat and has even been able to take one of them captive. And so we meet the party now as they figure out what the heck to do next. So I'll throw it over to you. You are on the side of the road. There's this large shady tree under which the combat happened, blood spray everywhere, a decapitated leader of the group with his eye patch, and two other dead bandits, one of whom, another bandit who's run off, and then the one who is knocked out, who Kaido Rei did some medical stuff on to ensure that they did not die. So what happens now, team?
We should move. We should not be in the same location where that bandit got away from.
Agreed. Let's find someplace strategically defensive.
Sure.
I'm going to call out, Ryu, can we borrow your cart?
Yes, of course. Yes, of course.
Let's not be rude. Are you? No, that's good for you. Well, how much farther are we away from the Emerald Castle?
6 days, mostly.
Fuck.
And it's the afternoonish, getting on towards evening. You don't need to stop for the night yet, but soon, couple of hours more travel.
I will look to Ryu. I imagine we have the captive on the back of my horse or in the front of my horse so he doesn't fall off, right?
For sure. Did you tie him up or anything?
No, just kind of like holding on to the front to make sure it doesn't go anywhere. Kind of like you're teaching a kid to ride a horse, sitting in the front of the saddle.
Okay.
And I'm looking to Ryu and saying, if you no longer wish to travel with us, I understand. I wish you well on your journey to wherever you go.
I would have died if it weren't for you. Those bandits would have killed me. Of course I wish to still travel with you if you'll still have me, but I do understand if you wish me to leave.
Perfect. We'll borrow your cart then. As my good friend over here said. Well,
of course.
Friend.
Of course.
We'll get to good later.
I would be glad to provide it. Are you wishing to put this bandit in the back of my cart?
No.
It would be wise so that he doesn't die before we can talk to him.
Yeah, okay, that's probably, yeah. That would be preferential. Let's tie him up really fucking good, though. Team.
You're easily able to tie him up. No check or roll needed for that. He's knocked out. You've made sure he's stable, and so you hog tie him and chuck him in the back of the cart.
I'll gag him, too.
Was it Ryu? Is the
yes, Ryu.
Okay, I go over to Ryu and was there any sort of quicker time frame you were supposed to get back to the castle?
No.
Okay, I just wanted to make sure we weren't imposing on you.
Absolutely not. My duties are relatively minor until the new Emerald Champion is named.
Okay. Thank you for your help.
Of course.
In the meantime, let's find a safe place to rest for the evening. Let's travel further down the road and, as Kurioki suggested, and find a safer place to rest for the evening.
As you continue traveling north, the sun begins to slip below the surface, slip below the surface, begins to slip below the horizon off to your left, to the west. Now, after about 2 hours of travel, seems like a good time to maybe find a secure place. You've got enough time to look around, maybe travel a bit further down the road if you need to, but to find a good secure place to camp, I would like a survival check with an approach that you think is most appropriate.
Earth?
And one person make the check and somebody can assist. So whoever would like to do that.
I have 3 survival, guys.
Wow. Yeah, I'll help. I have a survival, so I can help at least.
Okay, sweet. So
Do
add
I
an
add
extra.
a ring?
You will add 1 extra ring die to the roll. Indeed. Okay, so
Wow. Damn.
2 exploding successes and a success. Strife free.
Strife free, yeah. The opportunity cancels out the strife.
Or I mean, you can take any 3, right? So if you just take the 2 exploding successes and a strifeless success, you don't even need to worry about it.
Yeah, 2 exploding successes then.
All right, so go ahead and re-roll those 2 skill die if you so choose.
Whoops.
It's
Yep.
5 successes. So you find actually a pretty great place, about a 5-minute travel off the right-hand side of the road. It's a little bit hilly and foresty here. You make your way up Muanakoi. As you're kind of scouting ahead for the group, you see this kind of well-protected dip in the land with a number of trees around it. You know, even someone wouldn't even be able to see your fire down in there. And you would be relatively well protected. If you put somebody up on the hill for the watch, they'd see people coming from a pretty good distance away. It seems like a very secure location.
I'll high five Sayaka. Like,
Good job.
Yeah, we did it. Yeah, good job.
Can I use commune with spirits to possibly find like a stream nearby to wash off, refill water?
Absolutely. Yes, please do.
All right. Water. All right, and that is a T and 1 theology check. So
You did fine. Yeah, you can continue to roll those exploding successes if you want, but
yeah,
you could just not and not worry about it.
yeah,
Okay.
I'm just gonna not,
Okay.
because that's all I needed.
Your ears start to fill with the sound of running water over wet stone. You smell fresh, clean water, and as you begin to follow that scent, appearing almost mist-like in front of you isn't a fully formed spirit, but it is this almost fish-like looking cloud of mist that seems to be traveling, leaving a trail of mist behind it, taking you to a small spring just on the back side of the hill where you're camping. It's big enough for 1 person at a time to bathe in, to bring clean water out of if you so need. Yeah.
So I will relay this to the rest of the party. Kind of also look at Munakoa and go, perhaps you should be the first to take advantage of the bath. Because you're kind of covered in blood.
Did we lose Quinn? Say what you said again, Ray.
No. Yeah, say it again.
Ray will look at Munakoa and just go, perhaps you should be the first to take advantage of this spring and freshen yourself up for tomorrow's journey.
You're covered in blood.
Yeah, I was gonna say, you're covered in blood, dear.
Oh, look at that.
Yeah. Ray is trying to tell you.
I'll do it later. Right now, we need to interrogate this guy, but
Later?
you're right. I should do that later if that is the proper thing to do.
Even
I'll
for
stop.
you, even as a unicorn, that's the proper thing to do. There's no one in
Gotcha.
Rokugan who would not think that is super gross and wouldn't get it off them.
I
Well,
won't even.
right now it's a good intimidation tactic, so
Sure.
I will wake up the guy.
I won't even say anything. I'll just walk to it and take the first bath.
Okay.
Works.
Expected. Oh, actually, we could have used her. I imagine she's scarier than I am.
Perhaps.
So I guess mechanically, who is the best to do this? I imagine it probably would be.
I don't want you to think about mechanics. I want you to think about your character. I don't want you to think who's got the most dice. I just want you to roleplay.
Mm.
I don't want to min-max it. I just want you guys to play your characters. And we'll figure it out from there.
Okay, yeah, I wake him up.
His head shakes a little bit as he was kind of lolling on his chest, and he brings it up, and this surprised and scared look in his eye as he's still got the gag in his mouth, and he's...
Hello. You remember us, correct? It wasn't that long ago. Great. Now, you see my friend over there, Sayaka. That's her name. I imagine you already know that. You're going to answer any questions that she has. If you do not answer truthfully, you'll be answering the questions that I ask. And you do not want to feel the questions that I would ask. Understood? Good. I ungag him. Oh, nobody can hear you scream here. And I'll run off. I'll take a bath.
So lose 2 honor for the lack of courtesy, and I'm interested from the rest of the party.
I actually only take away 1 per one of my techniques.
Oh, really? Okay, no, that's totally fair. Yep, so lose 1. Yep. That's what they're there for, to shield
I love
against
that
things
you
like
have a
this.
thing that makes us so you lose less honor when you do stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
That's amazing.
Yep. All right, so lose 1 honor.
I thought I
And
was very courteous, like, to be like, hey, this is my friend here, just so you know. But
and if you don't do what she says, I'm going to beat the living hell out of you.
yeah, okay, that's the 1 honor. That's the 1 honor part.
Yeah, yep.
He gave him an ow. He just has to answer the questions. It's fine.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, we won't put a glory loss on it then. Okay.
Yeah. So I'll like watch him go and like. Well then. And then go over, kneel down in front of prisoner. Hello.
Hi.
Would you like some water?
Yes, please. I'm very thirsty.
Undo. All right. So, can you tell me what you and your former companions were doing on that road?
It's our road. Goro's, he's been my leader for a few years. Not
Well,
anymore,
it's not
I guess.
your road.
Well, it was.
It's the Emperor's road.
No, the Emperor's road's over the hill.
Oh.
Remember, you're on a side road. You're not on the Imperial road.
We're in the Rokugana Empire.
Yes,
so.
you are, but that's not you. He's like, no.
I was gonna say I'm not in the wrong here, right?
It's not the Imperial road. We'll say that. It's because the Emperor's road's over there. Yeah.
And you think that means you can claim a road for your own and attack people on it?
Well, no one stopped us till now, and it keeps food in our belly and koku in our pocket.
By taking it from others.
If they can't defend it, then yes.
Ah, I see. So you would attack the weak and defenseless to take what they have and fill your own pockets.
Oh, we don't steal from the defenseless. We primarily take from, merchants, weaker samurai. We saw a crane and thought y'all'd be easy picking.
Well, books and their covers and all.
I don't know what that means.
Of course you don't. But you're not making a good case for yourself here.
Okay. What case do you want me to make?
Trying to let you this interaction is going to color how we tell the. I wrote it down somewhere. Shoot, where did I write it down?
Emerald Champion,
What-
Emerald Magistrate,
What was the name of the cops? The
Yoriki.
Horiki? The
Yoriki.
Yoriki?
Yeah.
Noriki. Okay.
Your
Uh,
Y with a Y. Do my Y sound like N's? Because that's the second time that's happened where you've been like, I've said Yoriki, and you've been like, Noriki. I'm like,
I don't know.
no.
I just heard. It's probably just me.
Okay.
Yori. Okay. This
No. We were hired.
hired
Yes.
by whom?
I don't know their name. They were wearing a cloak and told us to be here now. Then. And to expect a group of samurai to come by, and that they would be rich, easy pickings.
Did you now?
Yeah, she didn't say why. She just said, keep the money.
So it was I give like a vague description of the guy that the foreman or whoever that we saw.
Yeah.
On the does that person sound familiar?
No, this was a woman, I think, from the voice anyways.
Any other distinctions? An accent, a way she walked?
No, I was wearing a hooded cloak. And, very imperious like one of you all.
I see. Where did she hire you?
Well, she came to one of our camps and talked to Goro, and
I really wish we hadn't killed Goro.
Yeah. And paid us a little bit of money, and then said there would be more money from you all if we were waiting here at this time.
I see.
That time there, not this time here.
Of course.
I'll wander back into camp.
What did she promise you exactly?
Oh, she said that you all were carrying rich pickings, and I see that katana you have there is quite rich pickings. She was not wrong.
I earned this katana, and the fact that you were going to take it from me makes me think less of you.
I am a bandit. It is what I do.
Right, and it's very rude. So,
I would say that the way most samurai step on peasants is very rude.
no one stepped on you.
Not you specifically.
So you're judging me for an external characteristic of mine.
Okay. The more samurai that are afraid to travel these roads, the fewer samurai who will harm people who live here.
Well,
I guess Moto will also come up at this point.
I'm sorry that I'm sorry you've had interactions that paint a poor light on those of us that are supposed to hold up Bushido.
I have never met a samurai who lived up to your supposed code in any meaningful way.
Us and I are just insulting me. I see how it is.
I have not met you till just now. You have not killed me. That makes you better than most.
Do you have any other information about this person that hired you or what was going on that you can give to me?
I do not. I'm sorry. If you were going to kill me, I understand.
What have we learned so far, Sayaka?
A woman hired them. She came to their camp and told them to wait where they were for us. Told them a group of samurai would be passing, paid them some amount and then told them that they could have whatever we had.
With a cloak and a hood?
Yes.
How did they dress? Fanciful, commonly? This is a servant of somebody.
He didn't see anything under the cloak and hood, apparently.
She was very careful to keep her features hidden.
The features I understand, but her manner of dress, would you say it was more aristocratic?
Yeah, I believe she was like you. I believe she was a samurai, yes.
Apparently there's nothing peculiar about the way she spoke, no accent or anything.
I really didn't hear
And
much
you're-
of her speaking. I'm sorry, she mostly spoke to Goro.
I understand. Where is your camp located and what lands? Here in Lion?
On the western side of the road, about a mile in, but there will very likely be no one there now. Is
that Lion Land?
Yeah, this is all Lion Land you're on right now.
On Lion Land? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And it's a good natural thought process to think his camp is on Lion Land, right?
Yeah, he said it's a mile to the west of the road, which is also Lion Lands, indeed.
Are there any more of your fellow bandits there?
Well, how many did you kill?
All but 2.
Me and one other?
No, you and 2 others.
There's only one
Correct?
other. There's only one.
There was
other.
only one other? Okay,
Yeah.
we let them go then. All right,
Yeah. Then
you
there
and
would
one other.
only if Ho she went back to the camp, then there would only be one person at the camp. But if he didn't go back, and then where I am, I would not, then there would be no one at the camp.
Why are you doing this?
How else are we supposed to live? When we
You
are
have no
made servants of the lion, we are ill-treated. Our families are starved. They take all of our rice, and they use it for their armies. When we take koku, we can buy rice for our families. And we can buy arms to defend ourselves from those who hurt our families.
You seem to be doing a great job lately.
We've been on this road for years. This is the first time this has happened.
It only needs to happen once.
It's the life we chose. It's better than the life that we had.
According to him, they don't attack peasants and others that are defenseless. They attack anyone of a certain status.
Well, that matches. They let our traveling friend go.
Well,
Oh, we would have robbed him because of his cart, but we would not
God
have
damn it,
molested
you're
him.
not helping your camp, man.
Dude.
Dude.
We would have not have harmed his person, and
Seriously.
we would have left him with the empty cart, but we would have taken what was on it.
That's somebody's livelihood right there. Now, I was about to let you go. We were about to really consider this, but you would have helped this man and robbed his business from his family that he was starving. I think right now what you need to do, and I'll place a dagger in front of him. I think what you need to do now.
I'm not beholden to the same rules of wanton suicide as your people.
how badly do you want to live?
I would prefer to walk away from this alive, but I have committed a crime, even though I believe my criminality is just in my eyes.
Criminals usually think that, yes. If you had a way out, would you take it?
He looks at the dagger. Are you talking about that? No.
No, I'm not talking. No.
Is there anything you can do to lead us to the person that hired you? Were you to meet up later? Was she going to have other future jobs for you?
I was not the person who talked to her. The person who did now lies decapitated upon the side of the road where the master unicorn here took his head.
I see.
I want to apologize for that.
Nor would I expect you to.
And the robe she was wearing, the cloak, was just nondescript. No.
It was a black robe.
Throck,
Yes.
this is a moral quandary.
It is. I have placed in your hands a moral question.
I have
we
a
let-
answer.
If we let you, are you alone? Do you have? Go ahead.
My daughter still lives.
When was the last time you seen her?
last rice harvest, three seasons ago. I try to go back once a year with some money.
What's an adequate amount of money to a commoner?
Couple of koku.
How much?
I mean, that
have?
is a lot of money to a commoner. Yeah. I don't
How
know.
much do I have?
It was in your starting kit.
Yeah.
You say that you suffer under the yoke of the Lion Clan.
They're not the only ones who have been harsh to us, but they are the most often and most brutal.
I have nothing. I can't believe I don't have anything, but apparently I have nothing.
Well, as a samurai, you ask peasants for things and then they give them to you. So
I have some koku, but I'm not sure where it is on the sheet.
There wasn't a
right,
spot
everybody
for it
gets
on
a
the sheet.
D6 of koku. Everyone has a D6 koku. Everyone roll a D6. That's how much money you have.
Okay.
Let's just make this happen. It's ridiculous. Everyone would have some pocket change.
Oh, that cocked. I have 5. Oh, you want me to roll? There. Okay, sorry. Ha! 1. Never mind.
We'll split the difference and say you have 3 because you rolled 1 for legit and then you rolled a 1 on here, and so we'll say you have 3. It's fine.
I'll hand him 1 koku.
Thank you.
I will hand him a koku as well.
Thank you.
I'll hand him a koku, and I will lean in. And I'll say, I have a suggestion for its use.
What is that? Scorpion.
You take your daughter, and you travel. You head towards the Mantis Islands are towards the west, right?
They're east. They're the islands of Silk and Spice.
Okay. Head east. Head towards Mantis Lands. We will find a use for you that will be honorable to a degree, and you will be fairly recompensed. But if you do anything other than that, my clan will know, and you won't see what happens after that.
Yes, Master Scorpion.
I think
Be
that's
grateful
fair.
for this compassion.
I think that's fair. Don't you?
It is. It is fair.
I'll cut the binds. Thank you.
Thank you.
Go.
He gets up and he runs. Kuroyuki, Rei, and Muinako each take 2 honor. Nicely done. Today, our samurai have learned about honor and compassion.
It's a new agent.
Yes. Wait, did you want to send him to Scorpion Lands? Or did you want to send him to Mantis Lands?
I wanted to send him to Mantis Lands because we don't need agents in Scorpion Lands.
That's okay. Okay, I think that's awesome. Yep.
Also, today I learned of the badass mantis guy, an L5R.
Oh, Yoritomo?
Yeah.
Yoritomo's the shit! Okay.
Who could have possibly hired this guy? It was honor.
Apparently someone that knew we would be coming this way.
And the only person to know we would be, it wouldn't be the only person to know, but it is the person who diverted us.
Well, if they could have just known that the road was under construction and known that we were coming.
That is a possibility.
In this direction, at least.
It's possible. You're more familiar with the bureaucracy and intricacies of socialites, quarters, things like that.
Who?
I would suggest we have already heard rumors about conflicts amongst the Lion and other clans.
What other clans?
I don't know. I just heard it was among other clans.
Episode 3 notes, I have unicorn clan tensions are high, but I don't know that.
Yeah, I'm keeping very careful track of what I don't know.
When I was when we were at the night of the was it the first night or the second night?
It was the
at
second night of the formal dinner.
Right, formal dinner. Right. Well, the second night, I heard the most ghastly rumor that the Lion were the ones that were making decisions to mess with the championship. It very well could be someone in the Lion.
Out of character, weren't you one that started that rumor?
Yes, I was.
Is that true, Sayaka?
It was a rumor I heard.
A rumor you heard.
Hey, look, if you want to make a roll, it is a 5 TN to determine that I was the one that made that. So
There's no fucking way. Just being honest.
I'm really good with rumors.
Oh, wait a minute. There may be a way. I can. So okay. I'll give it a shot with my ally, my adoptive father.
Your what?
My adoptive father. I can re-roll 2 die.
Well, right now you've got 1 success, so you're definitely going to want to re-roll 2 dice.
Yeah. Hey, you never know, right?
Yeah, absolutely. Hey, so we don't count the skill die.
Exploding success.
But you got 3 successes now and one of which is an exploding success. So go ahead and roll it again. That's 4 successes. Roll it again.
Sorry, I re-rolled the skill too.
That's okay. 5 successes. 5 successes. Your uncultured unicorn figured it out.
Sayaka, I can see. I'm not good with courtly stuff, but I am proficient in bullshit.
I see your mouth twitching.
Yeah.
It was a rumor present at the party.
Mm-hmm. Cool. So we know Sayaka's good at spreading bullshit. That may actually come to our advantage later, but for right now, is there anything true that you may have heard of that you did not start yourself?
Fuck.
Okay. Any ideas?
I'm just saying, if there is conflict in the Lion lands, and the Lions are the instigators, they may be trying to close their borders. A good way to do that without drawing attention to themselves is to hire bandits to close the borders for them. Or we specifically could have been the target because we've pissed somebody off.
Did we make any strong enemies at the championship?
Well, one of them's in the custody of the...
Bayushi Sugai, at the very least, is not happy with you meddling kids.
Right, but like, I know that's not like in currently in jail.
I don't think so.
How I look at Kuryuki. How familiar are you with Bayushi Mei-Lin?
I am somewhat familiar. I know that she is a Bayushi, which puts her in relative positioning to the leader of our clan. She seemed very honest when going through the trials. She seemed very honest in wanting to do her best. And she was definitely just as confused as everybody else when those Ronin attacked in the tea house.
Mm-hmm.
I did not get a good enough sense of her to remark on her character, but she's a scorpion. She wouldn't attack me. I'm fairly sure.
I'm just wondering if maybe her connection to Bayushi Sugai might have inclined her to
Act more aggressively.
yes.
No, if anything else, she would direct her ire at Bayushi Sugai. He
Right.
is the one that did not show sufficient loyalty.
All right. That's fair.
And there is a special place in hell for scorpions that do not show loyalty.
That fair. Well, we can take the information we have now and put it to use when we learn more. Suppose we'll need to make sure we keep watch.
Agreed. For right now. Well, there's only 2 of the bandits left, right? So I think we should be safe.
Are we still in a forested area? I climb a tree.
Okay. I think that's just how she sleeps. And yeah.
Wait, wake me when you want to sleep. All right, I'll take the next watch. Okay. I'm going to go take a bath.
As Soshiko Ryuki goes to take a bath, as Soshiko Ryuki goes to climb a tree and begin the first watch for the evening, and Doji Sayaka takes a bath. The night will pass uneventfully as each of you slip off to sleep in turn, and the next day dawns, day 3 of your journey. You begin to proceed down the road, unless you had any specific scene you wanted to play out in the morning as you ate breakfast. Oh, go ahead.
I forgot to mention, this was another thing that I had added because I'm keeping up with my own revelations. When she comes back from taking a bath, she's basically wearing the same kind of bandeau that she wore during the contest, except that when she was doing it during the contest, she had bandages that would cover her shoulders. And with those gone, you can actually see a tattoo on her shoulder.
Oh, cool.
It's a scorpion tail encircling a moon.
It's neat.
Dig it. I dig it.
Scoroboros.
Ah.
Yeah, you're welcome. You're welcome. All right. Day 3.
While we're traveling, I want to take up the rear and try to keep an eye on behind us. Just to make sure nobody's following us, basically.
Aesthetics air.
Aesthetics air. Boop. Oh, nope, wrong button. Boop. That's a button.
That's a button for 3 successes, one of which is exploding, if you so choose.
Yeah, let's do it.
All right. 4 successes. You, as riding tail on this, throughout the day are 100% confident that no one is following you.
Got it.
As you begin to move through flatter lands where fields of soy are being grown on either side of you, this is the edge of Lionland on the border of the Imperial Province where Oto Sanuchi is located. You are about a third of the way through your trip. Oto Sanuchi is the capital of the Emerald Empire and where the Emperor himself is installed for 3/4 of the year, the 4th quarter being winter when he takes court in one of the major castles around the country. It is, however, spring, and the Imperial Court is in full swing. Should you choose, you could stop by Oto Sanuchi, although it would add time to your travels. I leave it up to you, as it is a point of interest on the map on the way.
Much as I would love to explore, we do have a place we need to be.
Yeah.
Could we bring the map up?
Yeah, absolutely.
I would love to explore the castle, but I feel that our work with the Emerald Magistrates will take us many places, including this one.
Agreed. I think we could learn a lot here, but at the same time, I do think we should.
It wouldn't be expected of it. Would it be expected of us to go there and be like, "Hey, we're passing through your lands. Here's a
Nope.
fruitcake."
Nope. Nope.
Okay.
No, you're good. Yeah.
Then yeah, screw them.
Apparently, particularly no on the fruitcake.
Yeah. Gross.
No, fruitcake. No. You present a fruitcake to the Lord, lose 40 honor.
Meanwhile, in Crane lands.
Right. On the 4th day of your travels, having spent a very restful day, 3rd day, and a completely uneventful third night. Early in the morning, as you begin your traveling on the third day, you see high on a hill off to your left a single woman practicing samurai katas. The sun shining on her from the east, you see that she is wearing simple robes. She's an aging woman with wispy white hair and a long, curved nose that nearly drops over her lips. Despite her age, she deftly spins the katana with exceptional grace and speed, practicing a complex, mesmerizing display of kata that you do not recognize. To add to the mystery, she wears only plain gray clothing, so you cannot determine her clan. Surely she can't be a clanless Ronin with skills like this. And you see her notice you, and even from here you can see the smile on her face up on this dew-covered hill off to your left, the glint of the sunlight itself kind of sparkling back at you. And she pauses and yells, "The morning sun rises every day to reveal true swords, or the fools that merely wield them. Might you be those fools?"
Is this another ghost?
I don't know.
I think it's a ghost. She
We're
doesn't actually say
passing.
that.
We're passing through.
Surely you have time to speak with a old master who would love to see your form.
I'll break away and wander up towards her.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm interested. Sayaka heads up there.
Oh, all right, fine.
You're not sure exactly what it is, but being the Shugenja of the party, your spiritual spidey senses are tingling a little bit.
I knew it.
There's something going on here. You have a ghost friend, who we will be getting to here. I know that we nearly forgot about her, but we'll be getting to her in a little bit, I promise. There is an entrance I have planned for that, but
I don't go anywhere near her. I attempt to leave, appease the being or phenomenon in question, or require supernatural protection of some kind with this sort of shit. So I am standing right next to Ray. And as a matter of fact, I'd be like, "Ray, would you like to ride on the back of my horse?"
someone's afraid of supernatural stuff.
Then it's a bad idea to ask Ray to sit on the horse.
I appease protection of some kind. I acquire some protection of some kind. I mean, like, nope, no. Ray, help.
Oh, I chose a terrible, terrible thing. Desire. Great.
What's your desire?
My ninjo is to delve deeply into the secrets of magic, learning new powers no one has ever discovered before, regardless of where that takes me.
I will protect you with my life. So do what you need. But I need you to watch my back at the same time.
You are literally his meat shield.
You are. You're my spiritual meat shield.
Munokoi-san, while I appreciate that you are intimidated, I do feel that it is best we stay with our friends. I cannot.
I'm not going to abandon them. I was going to go with them. I'm just asking, please.
Oh, well, absolutely then.
Okay, thank you.
I mean, we're going that direction. Yeah.
Let us go to the old creepy lady then.
As you make your way up the dewy side of the hill and the sun at your back, long shadows cast their way ahead of you, and she stands there smiling, and she takes her katana, she whips it against the grass, flips it up, and you see something sparkle. And it lands, and you notice a single drop of dew and no cut grass at her feet.
Out of
Damn.
character, I really wanted to say that's one blunt sword.
Hey,
Hello, my traveling friends.
Good morning to you.
Good morning. I see that you carry katanas. What is your
Yes.
form?
Subtle.
Ray will kind of.
It's a great question.
While I carry the wakizashi, it is not my preferred choice of defense.
Bah, that is no fun. Who among you would be willing to show me their true form with the soul of their steel?
I step forward immediately.
Hmm.
So the problem is,
be careful.
You're not very good at this, I know.
well, also, my anxiety is kicking in.
Oh, yeah.
My anxiety is delusions of grandeur.
Oh no!
You know what? I think one of my things is kicking in too.
Believe yourself destined for greatness, and nothing will dissuade you from your fixation upon this goal. When
Yep.
you're presented with a chance to advance your glory, you must attempt to pursue it.
My anxiety's kicking in too.
Which is
Okay.
what?
Wow, we're hitting all the banks here, aren't we?
I'm seeing one of my fellows step forward, and my jealousy gets piqued. I want to be better than them.
I love that ours are triggering off of each other.
My anxiety is kicking in and saying, yes, these two are the best of the swordsmen here.
Is this the point where I mentioned that my anxiety is painful honesty?
You fucking-
God.
Don't say me!
Oh, we have become a sudden dumpster fire party.
I'm the old woman. One old woman will be the end of this party.
I am excited that two of you wish to share your skills with me. But only one may show their form against me today. So,
Well, okay, I guess if it has to only be one.
you
I'll drop
shall
mine too.
No, I step forward first.
show some respect to your elders, children. You
Ray,
shall show your form to each other to prove that you are worthy of showing it to me.
no, you creepy old woman. Fuck you.
Hey! Whoa! Whoa!
This one is not very nice, but he has spirit. I like that.
He is a unicorn.
I think spirit is the problem he's having.
What say you, brave samurai?
I say, Ray, help me.
I'll look at.
It is true, Moonkoi-san, that you are the best of us with a sword.
I'm gonna squint at her like, what?
Oh, please, come on. I'm sorry. The last, 4 or 5 conflicts, I have been the best with the sword.
And
Well,
now we have a
others-
katana measuring contest. We are now measuring the sizes of our katanas. Nicely done.
While others have landed blows,
Hey, mine's shiny, okay?
while we are all competent with our weapons, you have proven that you are also very capable of staying out of the way of others' weapons.
Well, Kuryuki-san, shall we
So, okay.
test each other before we show this
Master,
would it be
Hold
master?
sword master.
Before we fight each other in a friendly duel,
It's just
old woman. What
yes,
do we,
young
what do we-
stripling?
Yeah. I'm not even looking at her. What do we What do we possibly receive if we defeat you in a friendly sporting competition?
The blessings of the
Nope.
kami will be upon you.
What is that?
Exactly.
They're
blessings
the
of the
gods.
kami.
They're your gods. The kami. The blessings of the kami shall be upon you. Not if you defeat me, but purely by proving that you are willing to stand with me.
What may we call you?
I am a simple traveler. I have no name. Cutter Ray,
Insight check.
I'm calling for a specific role here. Cutter Ray, you should feel free to make a theology check here.
Oh, what's dance?
Void? Oh
Uh-oh.
no.
Oh no.
We're going to need you back
Go
here,
with
Ray.
Void.
Okay, so Void it is.
Yeah. Yeah.
You are like...
Sorry.
You got all of the successes possible, and I'm not really going to make you continue rolling on that because you got enough, no matter how you cut that. You're pretty sure this is a Kenku in human form,
Oh.
which is a crow or raven spirit known to possess powers of good luck.
Cool.
I love Kenku.
Whether you choose to share that with the team or not is up to you. You're the only one who knows that, though. She simply
yeah.
says, I have no name. I am a simple traveler.
Ray nods.
Munakoi is visibly agitated, jaw clenched. Like, yeah.
I feel it would be unwise to decline this offer.
I'm trusting you.
I'll look at Sayaka. I'm like, Sayaka-san, do you have specific terms for this duel?
Shall we go to first? Or I guess I'll look to the woman and say, do you have specific terms for us showing each other?
I myself cannot set the terms for the honor of fighting me, as more than one of you chooses to do so, but only one may. How you choose to determine who that is on your souls.
To first, is it first strike or first blood?
They end up being the same thing.
Oh, okay, got it. First strike then.
Agreed.
First strike indeed. Both of you
Okay.
roll me initiative.
Do.
As you square
Right.
off in possibly one of the most cinematic moments yet to come in your life, a strange spirit standing on a hill on a dewy sunrise, green grass waving around you, sparkling with the dew. You each take your stance and have the opportunity to either strike. I'm going to do a kind of, because I don't want to overdo the duel and like go through the deep technical stuff for fighting each other, I'm going to say you have the opportunity to focus, which allows you to take one success forward to the next round, but you take one strife or strike immediately.
I will focus.
Okay, so you get to carry one success forward to your next round, but take one strife. Sayaka.
I'm striking immediately.
Okay, it is a TN2 martial arts check.
Okay. Let's see. I'm gonna go with.
Does it matter
Yeah,
that
I
I'm in air stance?
Yeah, I went with air.
Not if you're both in air stance.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, then
got it.
Yeah, boink.
Crap.
With a flash of the blade, you whip it out, and Soshikuro steps back deftly and gets to counterstrike.
Do the opportunities do anything for me?
If you want them to, it's air. So what does 2 air opportunity get you?
Where'd that thing go? Is that in the book anywhere?
I just pulled it up.
Okay. Air.
So air, learn other characters, notice an interesting detail, act subtly to minimal attention. Remove 1 strife from your character. If you fail to determine the easiest way to accomplish the task, hit the person. Yeah.
Okay. Gain from this check. Okay.
Yeah.
That's the next character. Yeah. Okay. I guess not. Nothing really I can spend it on that would be too helpful.
Kuroyuki, you were allowed an immediate counterstrike.
Okay, and that's martial arts melee.
Yep. TN2, martial arts melee. That is 2 successes. You successfully land a telling blow on Doji Sayaka. What does it look like?
When Kiryuki steps back, she brings her blade low so that when she steps forward again, she can whip it around with both hands and do an arcing strike.
Mm-hmm.
You are purely striking for a single drop of blood, or are you going to wound Sayaka?
Purely striking for a single drop of blood.
Okay. With a single scratch, where do you put it?
Right here.
Nicking through your kimono, a single drop of blood flows down your shoulder and onto the front of your chest, Doji Sayaka, as you have failed this duel. Good. That was very impressive, Scorpion. You may stand before me.
I will sheathe my sword and stand in front of her. And I I get a particular... I'm going to look over at Ray. Is Ray giving me any indication that this is not human?
No.
Okay.
Sayaka will sheathe her sword and walk over back to where Ray and Motakui are. And yeah.
Wait.
Internally she's in a huff. But...
Oh yeah, I forgot. Kuroyuki gained 2 glory, 2 honor. Doji Sayaka lose 2 glory, 2 honor from losing the duel.
What?
Yep. It's still a duel.
Damn.
Spirit.
Yes? Horse rider.
My companion here has not faced me yet.
A new challenger approaches, Scorpion.
Yes.
I must abide by his willingness to strike you.
Yeah, mechanically, I have to appease the spirit in some way. So I will look to Kuroyuki and say, first blood.
I'll grin. I'm like, agreed.
Okay. So.
Take your...
Tien-
Oh, no, I was just going to say, take your stances, samurai. So the first thing you'll do is you'll make an initiative check to see who gets to strike or focus first.
Okay. So what's the TN again? TN, what am I rolling? Tactics?
It'll be tactics plus the... it's actually void, I think. It's fine, but we were using tactics last time. So it's tactics plus ring of your choice, and you will be in that stance on the first round. So you're currently sitting at 3 successes. An opportunity and 2 strife. Win.
I know. I'm going to re-roll that.
Okay. And 2 of them
sorry.
are exploding successes, yeah. Another exploding success, a strife, and a regular success.
Aye.
And another success. You will definitely be going first. And then, Rain, what did you get in terms of initiative?
I got... I have to find it. It's up there. There we go. 1 success, 2 opportunity, 1 exploding, a strife, and another opportunity.
Okay, roll your exploding. Oh, you did roll your exploding. Okay, so you got 2 plus your vigilant or your focus, not focus. Sean focus. Your focus. You got 2 plus your focus. And Quinn, you got 5 plus your focus. So what did you totally get, Quinn?
8.
What did you get?
7.
Haha. All right. So on the first round, you may either roll your martial arts check and focus, carrying one of those dice forward to the next round, but you take a strife, or immediately strike.
Immediately strike.
Okay, yeah, okay, fair. All right, so that was 7 dice, all of which had successes on them. You can only keep 4, but that's... You will immediately strike and hit Soshi Kuriyuki.
And so do I win?
You will. My question to you is, do you strike for a single strike of blood, or a single drop of blood, or do you take a full force strike?
Single drop of blood. I don't want to hurt her.
And where on the body?
Just on the neck of the hand.
On the hand? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So describe how this happens.
So he stands in the water stance waiting for seeing what the one singular opening, and as he does, maybe the wind blows just slightly and he sees his opportunity, moves forward, parries the blade, and hits the top of her hand, and the single drop of blood drips down. Yep.
Oh shit, I was muted, I'm sorry. Horse rider, you shall face me.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Excellent.
I'll lean in as I walk back and just whisper, that might have been a tactical error.
Come and stand before me. Show me your Gaijin blade and how you strike well with it.
Do my best.
Excellent. So we make our initiative checks?
All right.
Why did that not actually... Oh, it didn't do the thing. Hang on. There we go. It's 2 successes and an exploding success for me.
I got 2 exploding successes.
Go ahead and reroll your exploding successes. I got another exploding success. So there'll be 4 successes for me.
So I have 2.
All right, so I'm at 9.
Versus 3. I took water.
Okay. She immediately leans back and grabs her katana, turns her body just so and cocks her head, and waits for you to strike. She takes the wait action.
Okay. He will strike.
She will counter-strike.
So do I still roll to attack?
Yes, as will she.
That's a critical hit.
That is not a thing, but you did get 2 successes.
That's a critical severity, but I was reading in the rules with 2 opportunities, it creates a critical severity attack.
Oh, does it? Oh,
yes.
Learning new rules. Okay. She will roll as well to see what happens.
But he will roll the success. Hold on, real quick.
Yes?
Sorry. I'm learning.
You're cool. We're all learning. That's why we do well. That's why we play. We play to learn.
Okay, so that doesn't cancel out, but that's still but he will also when he performs that attack, bring up the include the 4 additional to the TN, making it to a total of 6 TN for her to hit.
Okay. And she will, as you begin to strike her, she turns into a raven and ends up behind you. And will sheathe her sword as she returns again into human form. You, Moto-san.
How do you know my name?
a doughty warrior, and I am impressed by your stance. Should I have been like you, you would have struck me down. I give to you a blessing of luck on this morning. And a single feather, black as onyx, drops directly in front of you.
He'll take it. Does this appease you, spirit?
Indeed. You have
Great.
done well.
And he will place it in his cloak, just not to anger her in any way, and do his best to wear it in an honorable fashion.
Awesome.
He will bow deeply and respectfully, as low as he could go, and get on his horse and be like, all right, guys, let's go.
Oh, yes? Yes?
I have a mechanical question.
I have a mechanical answer.
So for anxieties, it says when you make a check related to your anxiety, you gain 3 strife.
Yeah.
But my passion is daredevil, and I place myself directly into harm's way. Do those cancel each other out, or is it not enough danger?
I don't think it was enough danger. I think you knew you were going into a duel to first blood with someone who you know and are starting to probably have a relationship with, right? And this was not an honor duel to the death or like to maiming or anything like that. It was just to one touch.
Okay.
And so I don't think that's enough. Yeah.
Does my anxieties trigger because I performed a check? I think losing the duel would make me face my humble place in an uncaring universe.
Yes.
Okay.
You have faced your humble place in an uncaring universe. As a scorpion,
and I also get a void point.
Nice. Yeah, there you go.
Where do we track those?
So they move up and down based on where you are, but you should see them on the right-hand side of your, I think, narrative mode? Oh, no, of conflict mode, where it says curve void. But you can only have a maximum amount of void points equal to your void stat.
Oh, okay, yeah, so I just have 1.
Okay.
I just have 1 as well.
Yeah. And here's an important XP note. If you only have 1 void, the next ring you have to raise, before you can raise anything else, is void. Because of the way XP works. So you can't raise any other rings until your void gets to at least 2, and then you do 2 times your lowest ring, which means your next highest ring could be like 3.
Okay, yeah.
That doesn't count for character creation, but it does count for all XP expenditures after that. Yeah.
Is it all rings or just void? Like, because I have an earth.
It is
my earth is also
ring
1
plus void times 2.
Okay.
Right. No, it's just lowest ring plus void. I'll check. But your void, if your void is 1, it essentially locks you into having to raise your void next, is what that is.
Okay.
And we can check after game. But as you begin to walk away, she will yell out, "You all show promise. There is much ahead of you. And I wish you all a safe journey, and I'm sure we will be seeing each other again." And with a rustle of wings, the Kenku transforms from human back into her natural state, or at least one of her natural states, as a crow, and begins to fly off into the morning sun. And that is where we're going to end today's episode.
Cool beans.
I want to learn her fighting style.
I don't think you can.
Yeah, maybe not.
Go ahead,
Turn
Sol.
into a crow first, and then we'll see.
Yeah. Did I get honor or glory from my duel with
absolutely. You got
Rain and the creature?
Yeah, you'll get a total of 4 honor and 4 glory.
I would say that learning the fighting style thing, with most martial artists, when they see something that's like impossible for them to perfectly mimic, they'll extrapolate it. It'll become a metaphor, or it'll become a series of movements So yeah, and
put it down in your notes as a long-term goal to keep working on, because I want to figure something out with you to make that happen.
Yeah, because that's actually part of her personal goals.
Is to become a Kenku?
No, is to develop a new style.
Okay. Well, you would definitely have the beginnings of something here, possibly.
Okay.
Sweet. So thank you everyone who hung out and kept chat rocking today. We are finishing out for the end of the day. Than Rand gave 500 bits at some point, and I totally... Oh, it was Friday night. That's when. Thank you, Than. I just noticed it. Thank you everyone for hanging out today. I thought a little travel log before getting there would be fun, and I hope you all are enjoying it. Kind of seeing some of the different sights and sounds and things you can run into within Rokugan, rather than just going 8 days pass and you're there. I thought this would be more interesting, so I hope you like that. Cool. So let's go around, get thoughts on the day, shout-outs for where we can find you, and all that sort of good stuff from the team. And we will go in opposite order, starting with Lily.
Hi, everybody. I'm Lily. Lily Pad Nebula around all the places. I had a lot of fun. Dueling stuff is good. A little mystery with whoever the heck hired them to take us out is fun. And yeah, I'm excited to get to the castle and do some Emerald Magistrate stuff.
Same.
So, yeah.
All right. And we can find you at Lilypad Nebula, and you play on the Pokemon game every other week as well?
Yes, yep. Here on Sundays, and then Pokemon every other Thursday,
Awesome.
along with Michi.
Yeah. Rain.
I am Rain Hayes. You can find me on Twitter at Rain Ghosts, surrounded by X's, as well as on Dungeon Masters Guild under Rain Hayes. You can also find me playing this and playing Masks every Monday. And as for all the stuff that happened today, I am so glad I got to reveal that.
That was a pretty good reveal.
I started with this thing saying, so what do I need to retcon? And I'm like, I don't need to retcon anything.
That's really good, yeah. You were just faking the whole time?
Yeah. I even had an excuse as to why she could do the magic.
Yep. We know why the magic happened. Sweet.
So yeah, it's going to be really interesting seeing the intrigue progress and possibly whatever comes of this Kenku progress.
Yeah. Fascinating. Michi.
Hello, I'm Michi. You can find me on Twitter at Michisaurus. I am here Sunday afternoons playing in this game. I am also here Monday nights playing in our Masks campaign with Rain, and every other Thursday in our Pokemon campaign with Lily.
Yay!
This session was really great.
Soap.
Oh, yeah. And I also make soap. You can find me on Etsy at Monsters and Mayhem Soaps.
Remind me to make an exclamation point for that. Exclamation point soap.
Okay.
And give me your link, and I will make it happen for you.
Awesome.
Awesome. Did you have any reflections on the day?
I really liked this. I liked Ray getting to actually do some of the medic part of the combat medic thing.
Yeah.
That was really neat. And also finally getting to talk to some spirits and find a river and shit. That was nice.
Right? Doing all the magic-y bits.
Talk to a river and shit. Yeah.
Well, I mean...
What's up, River?
Hey,
Yeah.
River.
Yo, what up, River?
What
How
up?
you doing? You flowing good today?
How's your flow? And Soul.
Yeah, you can find me over at Soulbear RPG every Friday and every other Monday. And yeah, today was good. It was interesting. I'm happy we got to the more supernatural aspects of it because that's the part I am interested in, even though my unicorn boy is not. And I hope I get to play more anxiety-filled moments because that's what I'm good at.
I love that literally all of our anxieties triggered at once at the same time.
Yeah, we're just like, I see just a bunch of anime teenagers kind of screaming around an old lady.
Yeah. And
but I'm,
okay.
I was gonna say, I'm also looking forward to get to the Emerald Champions and get to the courtly intrigue stuff. Yeah, this setting kind of has everything I like.
Me
This
too.
is why I love the Genesis system.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's good with everything.
Yeah. I was particularly impressed by you all really leaning into your disadvantages today, your anxieties. I loved it. And I thought it was well in keeping with the spirit of the game. And I really thank you because I didn't have a list of them up to know to trigger them. I did. So this is from the second module that we're running through, although I had her acting a little bit differently. And it was fascinating to watch y'all's reaction to the Kenku. And it was also, but I still think my favorite scene was you all interacting both with each other and with the bandit at the camp, trying to figure out what the heck to do. I just thought it was some lovely role playing and like lovely dealing with some of the like samurai stuff. Because like if this were D&D, there was a 50-50 shot that you just cut the guy's head off and keep going, right? Like, screw you. Right? Like
it's really, really interesting that you have to like think about that when you're doing stuff too. Just like me setting up the fake trail behind us lost me honor because it's not something a samurai would do.
Yes.
So, like you really have to like think about all that stuff when you're deciding what you're doing, and it's really cool.
Yeah. And y'all, I love that you're all taking the spirit of all of that stuff. And it's kind of funny because Soul, your character is of two worlds. And I think you're playing that really well, right? Where part of you're like half Gaijin, right? And so some of the stuff you and the unicorn just don't get yet. And especially being a younger one growing up just with a bunch of unicorn until just now, like I think that's great. And you have to keep asking people like, why is this important? Oh, okay.
I really love every time Munokoi has to be like, did I fuck that up?
That's just me in real life.
Same though.
But okay, yeah, I'm Throck, your SD. You can find me, of course, here Sundays 1 p.m. every week, playing Legend of the Five Rings, one of my favorite role-playing games with this amazing group of people. And if we get there, next week, Miss Misery will be back with us playing a new character in the game. I talked to her today, and she wants to come back, so I am super excited that we will be adding a new Emerald Magistrate to the team. She is an amazing role player, and I think will be awesome to have her back. And yeah, you can find me at Throck Plays, and then what do I got? Tuesdays I play in our Rift game at 8 p.m. Eastern. Wednesdays I play in our Blades in the Dark game at 8 p.m. Eastern. And then on Fridays you can find me running our Friday night D&D game, Dragon Dark Days, which is currently in the Tomb of Annihilation. So with that, check out the Patreon, check out the Discord, check out our merch shop, and all that amazing stuff. And we are going to go raid our dear friends at Variant Rolls.
Good channel.
Yeah, they're pretty great. So come join /raid, VARIANTROLES. Did I spell it wrong the first time? There we go. Yeah, I did spell it wrong the first time. So thank you all for joining us, and let's go give just a big old joyous welcome to the party hug to the team at Variant Rolls. And we will go head over there now. Bye!